just talking about electricity.
Yeah. No, that's the point.
I'm gonna stay here. Yeah, you can do that.
The bane of my existence at home is this one 2-pronged extension cord that we have. It's the longest one we have in the house, and it's 2-pronged.
When I was younger, I had a not necessarily not like a power strip, but not like an extension cord. Like it was designed to work like a power strip would have more slots, but it wasn't like a full power strip.
So
Every single one on there is 2-pronged.
Yeah, I have one that's like that.
Which, for how my room was set up when I was younger, I needed to use that because like all the other sockets were behind furniture, and I had things that were 3-pronged. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I had to go to the store and buy a fucking adapter. I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah, I remember having to carry an adapter in my laptop bag back when we always hung out at your house. Well, I don't really have my laptop is on the verge of death. The battery lasts like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
How long have you had that thing for?
Like 4 years.
Oh, well, that would be why.
That'll be get to bed.
Both laptops I had before the current one I have, I had to replace the battery twice because it was doing that. And my last computer, I also had to replace the charger because my dog ruined it.
Oof.
She bit into it when it was plugged in.
Oh, that's
She got very lucky.
a smart animal right there.
She is not.
Your dog is lucky she's pretty.
Yeah, that's not what I'm
Actually, the one my Surface, when I got that, the
Oh, yeah.
strangest thing about it is that's a 2-pronged charger.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Microsoft was like ready to go from the get. I had the original Surface,
Interesting.
Yep.
and it was 2-pronged
I have
It's
the
crazy.
newer.
because they knew
laptop
they knew what they were doing.
Yeah, convenient. I mean, I get why most need the
There
3.
you go if you want to wonder.
Yep.
Huh.
Mine was more of a brick,
That's
but
very strange.
Yeah.
I've never seen something like that. That's genuinely. I do hate the charger though. I've always hated that.
Yeah.
That is just disturbing.
I surprisingly I've never had back when I still used the Surface and the Surface was functioning. I've never had problems with it. I thought I was gonna have an issue, like it was gonna get cut or it was gonna get
Yeah.
Well, I
broken.
mean, I don't even
I've never had issues. It
I'm
never
more talking
falls out.
just
Nothing.
like a visual disc.
Oh, that makes
It
sense.
just looks fucking weird.
Snapped in.
It snaps in. It's magnetized, so
Oh, it's not wow. Yeah, that's.
Right, that's how
it's exceedingly efficient and it's
Yeah, it's
very
really good.
surprising.
I know that I know Kevin has one.
It actually has a crazy high data transfer rate. You can buy
Yeah.
this Surface dock that
Yeah.
like you can it adds like 6 USB ports.
And
it's
GPU.
Ethernet.
If I
no,
remember correctly.
no, that's a different one.
Oh.
That's I think that's the Surface
I'm
Pro.
The
I'm not sure.
Pro model of this because the keyboard comes off. It has a
Is yours one of the
GPU in
ones
it.
that like you can fold it over and
Okay.
well, it's a surface. So.
It should attach, right?
We got you.
Yeah, it attaches. So
Yeah.
you just do
You
that.
can turn it around. Imagine having an iPad.
Yeah.
big
Which
ass
iteration is
iPad.
that?
I mean, have you seen one of my pens? They're huge.
Latest-ish, because I was able to come in at the very end of my warranty, 3
Oh.
days before thing, when the hard drive died.
It was
And
like.
fun fact, there's no way to open these and replace the hard drive.
Yeah, there's not. You're right.
Hard drive, so I was able to get the latest
Yeah.
one because I couldn't replace the exact.
Alright.
All right, they're okay.
It's a good start.
There's too many people to have multiple conversations.
Sorry, I was talking about jacking off.
That's fine. I'm just saying there are too many people for that, especially in this room.
Hey, blame him. He started talking to me about like the discovery of porn
I
on
didn't
your
realize-
phone.
I didn't realize I was gonna go further than that. That was my bad.
Yeah. You want to talk about porn on your phone?
No, I was just.
I will.
Yeah.
I will.
I'm likely uncomfortable with this.
I mean, it's fine. I was just saying that I've been really bored lately, so it's been filling more time.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, oh, fucking, I stopped playing my game because I got tired of it. I don't know what to do. Fucking-
Go to town.
Yeah, I mean. Okay.
See, I'm laughing really hard because of the fucking what was it? American Dad. I'm watching that on Hulu. There was a whole episode about
Oh
don't,
yeah.
Don't fat, have a hobby.
It was like,
Yeah, honestly though.
don't spank that monkey.
Yeah.
Genuinely, most of the time it's just to pass time because I'm bored. Or as a smart man, say I'm like my allergies are fucking with me. I can't breathe.
That
Fucking
helps.
one quick goop, I can breathe
That helps.
for like a couple minutes. Like,
because it's exercise. It's
well, it's more
not
because
an
it
airport, but-
makes your blood flow and it opens up your nasal cavity.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah. The more you know.
then the shame comes.
Yeah, then it's like, oh, I'm just.
Then the shame
I don't want to be.
You ever try to watch porn after you finish?
Dude, it's impossible.
It's not fun.
So it depends on what you're using. You're watching like actual like a video, you can't get through it because it sucks. At its core, it sucks.
Actually, I'll take that back. I enjoy watching
Comedy.
I've
Is
seen
it comedy
TikTok
porn with
yeah.
pizza box?
No, that's cheese. That's cheese ball stuff. No, I'm talking.
Goes inside, goes insane the screen, and just slaps it on there.
No, I'm talking like.
Dick in a box from Saturday Night Live.
No, that's also cheese ball. That's basically what Kyler just said. No,
Excellent.
there's a video where it starts off as like a Little Red Riding Hood and a black guy playing the wolf porn parody. I think you know what I'm talking about, don't you? No, you don't.
Sounds familiar.
Okay, I think I've showed this to you, but it doesn't. It's not specifically the porn that matters. So then halfway through fucking, right? She goes, I got something to tell you. He goes, what's that? She's like, orgasming, so it's very porn. And he takes off his fucking wolf mask, and it's just a skeleton, and he's like, bitch, I'm Skeletor! And just keeps going. And it is the funniest shit. Nothing will ever top this. There's a couple other ones that have such great lines as
I know the lemon stealing whore.
no,
I've
there's
seen that around recently.
I've only seen the start of lemon stealing whore, but it's
Well,
just
that's about
hilarious.
all there is.
That's all you need.
It's like a 2-minute web end you see on servers that shows up.
Yeah.
Good old Discord.
there's one it's cuck porn. And
Great start to the story. Yeah,
it's this black guy fucking this dude's daughter, and he without skipping a beat, and good thing this isn't live. I'm editing this. He goes, "There's a," and then they accuse him. They accused him of being racist, and he goes, "Oh, I'm not racist. Go fuck my daughter." It's like, and I'll just gotta stand here and what? I'm like,
Okay, see.
okay.
That's fucked up on 2 levels.
It's cuck porn. That's the whole.
Yeah, but it's his daughter.
It's cuck porn.
See, now what he's going to do in the
Yeah,
editing
it's
is
his
he's
daughter.
going to replace.
Yeah.
Usually cuck is like your wife.
Yes, but the concept it's not just your wife. It's
Someone who you feel is important to you.
somebody you're trying to protect.
No, I'm
like
more suggesting that's fucked up because he's watching it.
When
Oh,
the
well,
hell
yeah.
did cuck become that?
That's not what I know that.
cucking. I know, but that's not because that's not
I
what
only
it is.
gathered it from context clues, honestly.
Cucking
It's
is
fucking if someone fucks your grandma.
yeah.
What?
'Cause, like,
Yeah, that's where I'm coming from. That's
and you watch.
why?
That's the point. It's cuck.
Why would
Oh,
Because it's
so
cuck porn.
If you watch,
Yeah.
That's
when
part
it's
of it,
cuck.
yes.
Okay, okay,
But it's
if
cuck
you
porn. It's
watch.
because
I was
something
like-
something you don't want to happen traditionally is happening to you.
And you're
That's
watching
that's the concept for
And you're
why
watching
it's still considered cuck porn.
it,
Yes.
and you're watching it.
Yeah, because that's what you're into.
Whatever.
There's a long list of things that I'm not into that I could explain to you. One of them that I am not. My line. Are you ready for my line? Scat fetishes.
Yeah.
No.
Because that gets people killed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
You were talking about that on stream.
That's disgusting. Urine's clean. Shit ain't.
Now, I'm going to argue with the fact that you said the words urine's clean. Because that's not true.
It's
clean enough.
Clean enough.
But it ain't clean.
It's sterile, in quotes.
Ammonia.
Depending on how healthy they are.
Shit ain't. Shit's how you get hepatitis B.
I had you talking about that last night.
Oh, that's a good one. Continue this.
So we were getting ready to play some Pokemon, and he starts talking about I'm not gonna get too much into it because I don't know how much you want known, but like your girlfriend was upset because of boyfriend's dad leaving toilet seat up,
Oh yeah.
and so I said, yeah, she should just go shit on your mom's boyfriend, and you were like, I don't know if I'd want that. I'm like, what? Do you want her to shit on you? And he goes, I mean,
I came to this realization because Brian goes, I want to shit on your chest, because that's like a Brian sentence, right?
yeah.
And I'm like, that's like, there's a lot of things I'm okay with. Scat fetishes, I don't know, we don't do that here.
I've got a couple lines I won't cross. I will not deal with.
I mean, obviously, children goes without saying. Children goes without saying.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
But you know, like I'm not gonna let you piss on me, and I'm not gonna piss on you.
No, you haven't tried it yet.
I'm just not. That's the thing. I'm not gonna.
No.
I am not. I have no disrespect for this, but I have no problem with it. But I will never do anything involving blood because Kyle doesn't handle blood super well.
That's fine. That I
3,
understand.
you try to poop on me, or even worse, somehow poop in me. I'm calling.
Now
the
that's
police.
interesting. Pooping in somebody.
That's not interesting. It's horrible.
Yo, you know how Terraria you can make toilets out of like anything? Like there's an
Yeah, Terraria
there's
has
an
toilets.
achievement for making a toilet out of the Terra Blade because it's a fucking like seriously you made this?
How do you make a toilet out of Terra Blade?
Or no, it's the Terra Blade. No, Hero Sword. It's
How
the
do you
Hero.
make a toilet out of a sword?
You go to an anvil with hero swords and you make a toilet.
They added that as a thing?
Yeah.
Huh.
Why are there even toilets in? What function?
They function as chairs. They function as chairs.
Yeah. You can
Like for making a house, you need a chair, a table, light sources, walls, an entry point, and you know.
Okay. Animal Crossing did toilets well, where they function to get rid of your food meter. You
So
can-
it's just The Sims but with chores.
like because you eat like apples or whatever, so you can get super strong. You can cut down trees. You can just dig up rocks and all that shit. If you go up to a toilet that you have in your house, they will sit on it, and your food meter will go away.
Do you want your food meter to go away?
Yes.
Because like you can hit rocks for like iron and shit,
Yeah.
and you don't want to destroy the rock.
Oh,
So you don't
so you
have
pay
your
for
food
less.
meter.
That's
Plus, if you have a food meter, you can pick up a full tree.
Yeah, you can like.
you know that's fair. There are sometimes you go to take a shit, you just feel drained after, and sometimes it's a good thing too. Like
Dude.
you ever just take like a
The good
really
old biblical-
good shit.
Now I almost don't want this to be on audio. Has anyone ever taken one of them like really spiky poops?
I know what you mean,
Yes.
and they suck.
Yeah.
It's awful.
yeah.
It's terrible
Yes.
because it comes out sideways almost.
Yeah.
that
It
is
just don't feel good.
Not fun.
No.
Not fun in the slightest.
No.
Have you ever just shit so hard you rip a hole in the space-time continuum and just shit on Hitler's painting, causing World War II?
Bro, that's Tuesday.
Oh,
night.
that's
That's every Tuesday night.
I haven't had a bad reaction to tacos in a very long time, so I
Well,
could.
we
Dude,
Taco
okay,
Bell.
so genuinely,
Taco Bell doesn't fit to me anymore. I've had too much.
I've never understood the Taco Bell makes you shit yourself.
I never have either.
Because
Because people get beef tacos for some reason.
so do I.
Why do you get beef?
Because I'm cheap and it costs me $1.
Chicken though.
I get the quesarito
Chicken's
just
cheaper than
because I
steak.
like the
But
quesarito.
I'm not doing steak. I'm doing just ground beef.
Oh.
Guys, listen. Taco Bell sucks ass.
Oh, I'm not denying.
Oh, yeah, no, we all know.
$1 taco.
It's
is
like
$1
it's like
taco.
Little Caesars. You're paying for what you get.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, and it
Actually, I'm
like
gonna argue. Little Caesars has got some okay pizza. It's not bad.
It's good enough.
It's good enough.
Like if we have a tier
It's
list.
good enough for $5.
No, I'm like not even regarding price. You have a tier list of pizzas. Little Caesars is a solid C. I'll give Little Caesars a C.
I mean, A is balanced, C is lower. What's your scale?
You know, like you got S, A, B, C, D, E.
Who's on that?
C is middle.
C is not middle.
It's like middle, lower
Probably
middle.
B would be middle.
A and B. So for most tier
No,
lists, like
so S,
where tier lists started when the fight in the FGC, A is balanced. A is your respectable, not broken, not horrible.
Okay, so I'm more looking at it as like so S number 1, A 2, B 3, C4, D5, E6.
You don't need an E.
So you have it's an even number, so you kind of have like.
But that doesn't because
Well, not even.
you want an odd number. You want 5.
Well, obviously still in the middle, but I'm talking about like in this context where there's kind of like a double middle. Little Caesars is the lower middle. It's not bad, and it's $5.
What's worse though? And if we're talking just pizza,
Domino's. Domino's is F tier
Yeah.
pizza.
Domino's is not that bad.
No, Domino's is fucking F tier pizza.
I've eaten Domino's more than I've eaten Pizza Hut.
Little
Yeah.
I didn't say anything good
Caesars.
about Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
Pizza Hut's like a D.
Oh really?
Depends what you get. Depends what you get. I will stand by this to the end of time.
Hey man, he was
No.
almost Pizza Hut manager. or
I was
something.
a manager.
Oh, you were a manager.
Yes.
Sorry, my mistake. I thought you
Never
achieved the
got
rank of
written
assistant
up.
manager.
No.
Never got written.
No, like not like a GM.
That's
I was a
right.
manager. Like,
Yes.
what's up?
Didn't get fired.
Exactly. Never got written up. Never got fired. I quit on my own.
I got fired from my first job.
Nice.
And talked shit to so many
told
customers.
so many people to go fuck themselves.
Because he couldn't take a piss. You know what
Yeah, that
fucking
was a
sucks
fun
though?
day.
I got fired for being a good person.
Okay.
I worked at Getco, right?
Okay.
Someone came up to get one of their like big fountain drinks, right?
Yeah.
They were 50 cents short. I said, go ahead. Obviously, that's technically stealing from the company. Yeah, it's 50 cents.
Drawers are short.
Let
Like,
me make it better. Let me make it even more funny. My manager got fucking pissed off at me. Before that, she loved me. She got so pissed off, called me in her office. I was like, I have 50 cents in my pocket. I will put it in the drawer. She threw a hissy fit.
of course. That's
And
what you do
The funniest shit was, so I got fired.
as an adult.
Whatever. I don't give a fuck. I got fired. Hated that job. Doesn't matter.
Oh, you moved to better.
Yeah, but did you? For a while, I could not go back into Get-Go. They threatened to call the police, which is funny because I didn't technically get fired. They offered me the opportunity to quit before they do an investigation, and it would go on record as I quit. I could even use them as a reference, but the shitty assistant manager, who I hated, threatened to call the police on me every time I was in there.
I'm gonna be honest. I think I remember that. And
Huh.
so this was when I was working at Costco, I think, or it was either Costco or like early on in Woodpeckers, because it was like 2 in the morning at Get-Go, and I was just fucking dead asleep.
Right.
I think I remember you came in with Casey.
Probably, yeah.
Wow, that was so. You just fucking unearthed a core memory right there, Kyle. That was- Good lord.
Core
memories.
Core memory unlocked.
Yeah. Wow.
But yeah, it's like that was one of the stupidest things, and I'm so glad that both that manager and that assistant manager got fired.
Isn't their entire staff different now?
Yeah, and the current manager is actually like when I've gone in there, I talked to her.
Did your brother work there?
No,
Did he ever?
no, he tried to.
I thought he did.
He works at Target with me now,
Ah.
which I hate.
Your mom works there. That's right. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, mom works at it.
Where?
Get-Go.
Oh man, she's so hot.
Who are you, Brian? Who are you, Brian? Brian's always talking about fucking my mom.
Dude, no offense, your mom's like grandma. Literally and also physically.
Yeah. You ever heard of gilfs?
No! Well, I mean, yes, but no.
Looping it back. But Kyle, actually, when I lost my job,
You lost your job for some fucking bullshit.
yes.
I'm gonna be the asshole here and play devil's advocate.
I understand
I
it.
didn't understand why.
They have to do that.
I sent them a nice letter saying I'd happily pay for the test and all that and take it of my own accord as soon as possible.
That doesn't matter. They have to
But
do
they
it.
have to.
It
I
sucks, but that's policy, and there's nothing you can do about it,
Yes.
unfortunately.
Here to explain to the nice people on the podcast.
What's up, guys?
This is
Here's
a-
a cool backstory.
What's up, guys? What's up, guys? I was going to jokingly make a joke sponsored by Kraken and bring you a bottle of Kraken
That
as a
would've been nifty.
housewarming gift,
That
but
would've
I
been
forgot to go out and
It's
get
okay.
booze.
It's okay.
So next episode will be
I have-
sponsored by Kraken.
I have 3 bottles of whiskey.
And maybe
just
something
joking.
else.
And I think I have the rye. as well.
Anyway, back to the original point. They got the offer and everything. Got a 5-cent raise. Fuck yeah!
5 cents.
That'll do it.
fucking Stupid.
Dude, even my Target 1% raise was more than that. I got a 13-cent raise.
It was because they were paying me slightly better because I had a college degree, but it was still $12 an hour. What the fuck am I doing?
Wait, $12 an hour.
Or no, I think it was $12.75, and they were moving me up to like $12.80
Did you go to-
or $87, something like that. It was disappointingly small.
Alex, did you go to fucking schooling?
Did you go to school?
Like for did you go for like welding and shit or not?
No.
You just got a job and went.
Yeah, because my
Yeah.
dad in the industry.
Well,
I find it extremely.
you
I
don't
don't-
need schooling.
You
don't.
really don't.
You
It
don't.
kind of sucks that people get forced into that.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you just kind of learn as you
well,
go.
it depends on what you're trying to
It does
do.
depend, but unfortunately, the reality of the situation is for what you're doing, you could
Yeah.
be self-taught, and the only thing you have schooling for is for connections.
So,
Yeah, that's
a
all
lot
it
of
is.
people, like including my girlfriend, continually ask me, like, so what have your schooling ever used? I'm like, none of it.
Yeah.
The only reason you go to college is for connections.
I've
I
used
never
a little
did.
bit.
It depends. Doctor,
Well, it depends on
lawyer,
your field. That's-
there's
yeah.
specific fields that you need to go schooling for.
Yeah.
Obviously.
But the problem is with some of them, it's
Yeah.
like you don't even need to go. The only thing is you need a degree on your resume, so they'll actually. Like,
It's about you. It's the same thing that Alex's dad always said to me was you need to work in a place for a year and then you can move on to better
That's
things
it.
because it shows commitment.
Yeah.
Right, that's what Nick said.
Well, you see, the funny thing is, I worked there for only 3 months under a trial period. Trial period. I was supposed to be hired on at 90 days worth of hours, and I was
Yeah.
working 10-hour days, including Saturdays.
Yeah.
That was
Wait,
fun.
50
That
hour.
was
Wait, 50-hour work weeks?
60 hour.
It was 50-hour. No, it was a little more.
Were you doing 60?
I wasn't doing 60. I was doing 50-hour work weeks and then 4 hours on Saturdays was what it was.
Oh.
Which was cool because the one guy brought in kick-ass breakfast.
Did you
every
at least
Saturday.
get overtime for
I
those
did get
14?
overtime. I
Okay,
did
that's
overtime.
something.
So, yeah, the funny thing is, it adds up to where what I was making then with all the overtime and hours is essentially what I'm making now.
Yeah. I mean, that's good though. That's a
For
good
the
sign.
normal 8-hour day.
Yeah.
Although I kind of missed like the 2 days of overtime before Corona kicked in that I did get with this new job. That was nice. Got an extra.
Dude, Speaking of,
But anyway, back to the original.
sorry,
And let him finish the story.
I thought
the most tangented story.
my brain sucks.
It's understandable. This is why.
That's the whole point.
I mean, we were thinking of calling it sidetrack.
Yeah, right now it's Untitled Podcast Project.
I really
So
do like science.
Yeah.
there are a lot of other podcasts that have taken Sidetrack though.
Yeah.
Nothing directly named Sidetrack, but like they've got the Sidetrack Podcast or insert white woman's name Sidetracked, or it's something.
Where
It's
did
some
that
white
tangent
girl's name.
go?
But anyway,
I filled out all the paperwork. Went through all the stuff there, and then turned in the paperwork. Went to break. After break, I took my usual first break piss because we had 4 breaks a day for some reason, like
How
5
do you
minutes.
time your bladder?
what?
You just
What do you mean
go.
your usual first break?
Oh, because if you're on a routine,
Because
your
I
body
was-
digests
I was
food in a
just on a
certain amount of
routine.
time.
After
You're eating the
thing,
normal
I-
Do
thing.
motherfuckers live on a routine?
I guess. Yes, I do.
Barely, but yes,
It helps.
Yeah.
it does help.
Routine and habit makes things flow.
That's
fairly
why I've been streaming literally every day.
I've seen you.
Just
do it.
because
Yeah.
after what is it,
You were doing
20?
it earlier, weren't you?
Yes, I was.
Yeah, I saw it.
21 days when it becomes like actual habit. Like that's so we're.
That's
I don't,
true, yeah. I think
I don't know
30 days,
what.
but
That's
30 days also.
I don't know what day we're on, but we're getting there.
You're on a day,
But
but
anyway.
it seems to already be kicking in.
Anyway, literally went to the bathroom. 5 minutes later, we went through the whole team meeting of where everyone in the room comes in. Which, but I'm kind of glad I'm not working there anymore, considering it's a company that makes cables and they managed to run out of solder, which is the thing
That's
that
terrible.
that you hold cables to boards with,
That's hilarious.
which is
How the
ridiculous.
fuck you run out of solder? Isn't that
Yes,
your whole
I know,
thing?
this company is hilarious.
That is a really.
I won't
offensive
mention
question.
names for legal reasons.
Yeah,
I
don't.
guess probably. For
I
the
wouldn't.
niceties
I wouldn't
of it.
go too deep.
See, I can
Still,
say mine because it's obviously a.
Yeah, but like, what if Gecko won? What
I
if
caused
Giant
my
Eagle?
company to run out of sprockets.
What if Giant Eagle wanted to sponsor this podcast, Kyle? What if Giant Eagle was willing to pay you? You know how fucking hilarious that would be?
Dude,
What
If
we're
Giant
sponsored
Eagle
by Giant
paid
Eagle?
you.
I would laugh.
What if we're
So
sponsored by
I mean,
Giant
hey, Giant
Potentially.
Eagle, I got no problem with the actual company, just your little shitty gas station.
Anyway.
Giant Eagle,
Anyway.
it has wings.
Yeah.
I prefer Big Falcon.
Anyway,
You're funny. You're wow.
Listen,
Funny.
do you know how long I've been making that joke? My mom has worked there her entire life. I've been doing it my whole fucking life.
anyway, went to the whole team meeting that was there like every third Thursday or something like that. And then after the meeting, the HR lady hands me the paperwork. 5 minutes after, I just pissed, saying, "Hey, go, you and all of you people who are going to be hired on, because there was like 6 of us, go down to the drug testing place down the street and go and take piss test."
So did they at least? Obviously, you didn't have to pee. 'Cause you just did.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Did they just say wait?
They can't.
They just shoved me out the door saying, go,
They can't.
go.
No, I
Hurry
mean,
up.
like, did they just say like wait here
They're
until you have
closing
to pee?
in 2 hours.
So
Did
they're,
they offer you water?
Yes. I
even
drank
then,
water.
you can't have too much because then the test results aren't accurate.
Yep.
There's a lot of shit that goes into it.
There's
I had to take a drug test.
A lot of
for-
stuff. Oh, also
they
the
have
one
to have some
guy.
sort of protocol set up for that. For like,
Oh.
oh, I just pissed before I got the news.
You're an adult. You're supposed to be able to piss on command.
Yes.
You know
Fuck
what's
that.
funny?
I agree.
Yes. Oh, also, I had to take a guy who didn't have a car.
Oh, yeah.
Car down there as well. So after waiting there for the 2 hours that I was there, I wasn't able to piss. Everyone else was able to
He was
piss.
getting impatient.
Yeah. Well, no. Well, see, I'm the only person who runs the HiPot test at the company. It's a smart thing, have everything go through a single point. The person before me was slow as fuck, so I got thousands of compliments of people like, "Dear God, your turnover rate is amazing." I'm like, I'm just doing what I do. Dude, I try to work hard when people are paying me, so man.
I try to work just hard enough because obviously, massive company, I don't fucking matter.
Well,
See, it was really easy to go through things and like prep things to easily flow to the next one.
Yeah.
So I was very happy with that. Also I could listen to podcasts and music all day. So I'm kind of sad I lost that thing. But
I'm not technically allowed to,
Anyway.
but I'm constantly doing it.
anyway,
Anyone comes to the fucking Starbucks
back to
and
the
just see me with my
original thing.
headphones.
So went to the thing, and after 2 hours of being there, 2 hours of me being the only person who runs HiPot, not actually, I ended up more being like 3 hours for all the stuff that came together. came together, with me not being able to piss. I just said, okay, I'm sorry, I can't piss. I'm going to go back and talk to HR. I'm going to take the guy who I was in charge of bringing back, because I was 2 employees down. I figured this would be the nice thing to do.
Yeah.
Dude, it was the same thing to do, talk to HR and explain everything, and then, yeah, so went into the building, talked to HR and explained it to them, and then, like, okay, just, go, work Friday, I came in Monday, and they were like, oh, you weren't supposed to come in, and they ironically didn't realize this until noon.
Oh,
Amazing.
nice.
So you already worked a portion.
I think they actually technically still owe me 5 hours of pay, but I'm not gonna call it.
Yeah, I wouldn't bother. There's no way you're gonna get that. You worked technically.
I wasn't technically employed.
Yeah.
Boy, the funny thing was, my badge, which is like linked to me, still works.
Yeah, because they
When I
probably
walked
didn't update
into
the
the
system
building.
until.
Yeah, it's gonna be there for a bit. They had to take
I don't
it
know.
out.
They seem pretty fast at firing people for the 2 people I did see leave. while
Well,
I was
yeah,
there.
that's for getting fired. That's not removing their badge from
Yeah.
the system.
Yeah,
It's
so they never, so they said talk to HR about it when I left, and I called HR several times, and then she called the placement agency to tell me to stop calling them. Yeah, they're
Nice.
Amazing.
assholes. And
That's a little shitty.
HR didn't even have the fucking balls to tell you.
Why didn't?
But she was actually a big nerd. She was a decent person, but she didn't have the balls. And she did actually recommend the show Fire Force, which is pretty
I thought you were
good.
gonna say fire.
Isn't that a fucking the anime about the firefighters?
Yeah, with the firefighter. people.
Oh yeah, I've seen
I
that.
really like that. It's really fun.
I haven't watched it. but
I've seen screenshots of emo characters from women on Twitter I follow
It's good.
because
you
I'm
follow
a,
women on Twitter.
because I like titties.
Yeah, just follow really big guys.
But
Women are gay because they like pics and dicks are
There
gay.
you go.
But
There you go.
boobers.
Because men.
but boobers, dude.
Boobers.
What are you saying?
No.
No, nothing. Okay.
Also-
Unfortunate.
Police,
So
yeah,
Also, actually, funnily
Oh.
enough, thanks to the COVID-19, the furlough already demonetized and all that fun stuff.
Yeah,
Like we
whatever.
said,
I don't care.
so
I'm doing.
We're doing this for
You think
profit.
I'm
We're
doing this for
fun.
money? I'm doing this for fun
Who
and
knows?
because
Maybe
No,
we can
only
donate money we
profit.
make off it.
I
extra
only
life.
do YouTube to make a career out of it.
you're a fucking idiot.
No,
if that's
no
the
fun
case.
allowed.
And
Only
I only do
serious
YouTube
production.
because I want to have the record for most demonetizations.
You're not gonna get that.
You don't know how many videos I'm gonna put out.
Anyway,
It's just all gonna be pictures of my butthole.
That's
Anyway, at work, I was laughing my
Not
butt
real pictures, it's drawings of my butthole.
Okay.
Because there's the
Anyway.
classic meme of, we'll have meetings until we figure out why we are wasting time. I literally had one of those.
Jesus
Thursday.
Christ.
That was so fun. They were saying to us, like, well, why are you down like 60% of your usual efficiency? I don't know how you can clock efficiency, but
it's probably just rate,
and
like,
and
extra
now I told
time.
the guy, hey, the person who logs in the units so the technicians can work on the units is still on furlough.
Yeah, that'll
So
do
we-
it.
And the other 2 people are stuck having to deal with customers all day, which is customer service's problem, but they
Yeah.
actually don't know anything about what they're selling.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
So it's all falling down on you in
Isn't
the
that
end.
isn't that awesome?
yeah, it's funny.
Isn't it great when companies don't have
Yeah.
inter-office communications?
So I spent the last Thursday and Friday discovering why their latest and greatest product is actually the worst fucking thing on the planet. I didn't believe it was actually that bad. I was like, okay, there's got to be something wrong. But in person.
Then how did it get made? How did it get?
Well, you see, we're pretty sure that the parent company went down to the local pub in Switzerland, and found their good friend blackout drunk and said, "Hey, we need you to make something fucking neato
So
because I'm trying to avoid names."
just duct tape
So
and
the-
spit.
So they went through and designed it. It's a nice design. Went to the table. They was originally going to have Bluetooth and Wi-Fi enabled, and then they realized that Internet of Things is easily hackable, and they have to pay like
Yeah.
$300,000 to develop a firewall code
Yes.
for it.
It makes me nervous how much
Cleaner.
shit is like easily like accessible.
Yeah, I hate that.
Like I don't have a lot of like smart shit because I don't have a lot of fucking money. But like some people, like everything they have is connected like through their like security system and shit. I'm like, they get access to one thing, you're fucked.
I would
Yeah.
get my smart devices lobotomized.
Bro, can I get a smart dildo
Yes.
You can
attached to
actually.
like my iPhone?
There's a
Yes.
whole
Yeah.
bunch.
That's a thing.
You can get it in either side of the thing.
Yeah.
In fact, I was laughing my butt off. There was a whole ad someone put up. There was one that you could actually sync it to the video.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, Pornhub
You
has
ever- you ever
specific
seen those-
videos for
For syncing?
yeah.
You ever seen those
VR
on-
stuff too. It's,
I've seen that. Dude, you guys ever seen those like sex
See the-
pistons with a dildo attached?
Yeah.
I always find those like so funny. It's like, yeah, let me haul out my like at least 70-pound machine to fuck me.
See, I love when people have designed tiny attachments for those like stand mixers.
Oh yeah.
That
Oh my
is
god.
well,
Dude,
yeah.
fuck. Stand
Well, I
mixers
mean-
are so fucking
Well,
sick.
I mean, $10 at a garage sale for like a $300 piece of equipment.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Dude,
Not bad. Like just add like the bolt is standard for how you attach the bits.
My grandma bought my dad at a flea market.
I thought you were about to say your grandma bought your dad at a flea market.
That's what it sounded like. 'Cause you cut him off.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you actually did used to be able to buy Irish children.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. No one talks about that when everyone talks about like, oh, black people were the people who got slavery. No, there was Irish children.
Yeah.
In fact, there
Well,
was
for that, I'd like to go on record.
Well,
In
yeah.
fact, there was a
Absolutely.
whole movie,
Let's go without saying.
The buying and
whole
selling of
movie
humans
about
is wrong.
what was
I
that
disagree.
thing?
Controversy branding.
I disagree.
What was it?
Of course.
I think there was a book and then a movie made off of it called like the Orphan Train
In a
of where they'd go and like take legions of orphans on like an almost Auschwitzian train.
In a true capitalist
Train
society.
and take them across the
Shut
country,
the
town to
fuck
town,
up, Brandon.
town to town,
So
selling them to
goddamn-
various farms who
What do
needed
you mean?
farmhands.
I have an end cap. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
In a true capitalist society, I should be able to buy and sell whatever I want, including your ass.
I mean,
I mean, you can do that now.
okay, so he's correct, but then that's when like government and policies come in.
That's dumb. Fuck the government.
So I'm gonna.
That's also true.
Didn't some guy still shares in himself and now he's like vegetarian because the people would vote on
Decided he would be.
vote on all his big life choices.
Honest to God, that sounds like such a fucking hilarious. Like,
That sounds like an interesting way to live.
you have to value yourself, though.
I genuinely
He
think.
started off at like $5 a share or something like that. He sold 1,000 shares, and I think they've actually went up in value.
Probably have, yeah. It's entertainment. It's the company value at this point.
Running a society based on morals is physically impossible.
Well, see, that's 'cause there's no
Okay, so I'm
law.
gonna disagree with you, but why?
Well, because there's no unilateral like definition of what is morally good. Everyone's got their own moral code.
I'm gonna.
So at some point,
partially
so at some point, there's like some things that are generically ruled as like morally good, like helping an old
That's
lady
because-
across the street. There's
Yeah, but
obviously-
that, no, we're talking empirical laws.
yeah, laws.
Thou
around
shalt,
morals
thou
are-
shalt not kill. Thou shalt not steal.
That is not empirical. That is biblical.
I know, but that is it's more along the lines
For a
of
while.
it's the wording is biblical, sure, but it's something. It's one of those concepts that's kind of generally agreed upon
Yeah,
throughout
those
the
are general
majority
laws.
of societies
I was just-
throughout the years
yeah.
of human evolution.
There, like I said, there are generic ones that are like super simple, like obviously morally.
Yeah,
But like other things get
don't
that.
kill
like,
your neighbor. Don't steal his shit.
Yes, those are the ones that are easy. But there's always those like morally gray things that are super hard. I don't want to make the discussion, but let's talk about it. Abortion.
I mean,
That's a morally gray area.
except
Yeah.
technically it's not.
I mean, there's
If
there's always the
you're
classic meme when
having
you
a
go there, but
if the absolute is personal liberty, if that's the goal,
But is it? Is my question. Is
is
it
personal liberty
is it
the
personal
goal?
liberty or advancement of the whole?
Oh,
What comes first? Advancement of the whole of society at the cost of some personal liberty, or personal liberty to the detriment of the society?
Good thing communism has failed every time, so we already know which one's the better option.
I'm not suggesting communism.
I know, but that's the point though. Like that's the end goal. If the ultimate end is society as a whole before the individual, then we know where that leads.
Well, that's why I'm saying, like, more, like it is
Well, yeah,
impossible to do that.
wait, isn't that why China's a shithole? Because that's their entire philosophy.
Well, no, except for the fact that China's ironically capitalist.
Yeah.
Well, because
No. They're
they
very,
are.
they're
They
ex-
are
they're
capitalist.
exceedingly capitalist, but they
Yeah,
they are.
parade themselves as communist when it's the exact opposite. That's why China's in such a fucking fuck state as a citizen of the CCCP. Is that they're not called that anymore? That's
CCP, Chinese Communist.
Yeah, that's it.
And we
That's-
all born in Hong Kong.
yeah. As a citizen of the CCP, you are just fucked if you're not born in the right house or tier of child.
Yeah, it's a lottery from the beginning.
I mean, technically, so is being born at all is a lottery. That's like the whole.
Any country's life is a lottery.
But
based thing.
with China, like
At least I got the jackpot. Hey, America.
Exactly.
Hey, you are a suburban white guy.
Yeah.
You.
Well, that's
I'm
racist.
not saying this because
That's
I love
racist.
you, but you mean nothing.
Racist.
look, man, America alone is the jackpot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like,
That's what I'm
I
saying.
can
They
tell the
invent a
president
race
to
thing.
suck my dick on Twitter and I won't get arrested for it.
I'm just
yeah.
saying that, like,
We have-
obviously we are not in the best place right now, but we never truly have been. But we're better off than most.
It's
Well,
all
I mean, we have.
It's
Because
right.
I just happened to watch a video on it recently. We have the highest standard of living in the world, with the poorest of us still having huge TVs and smartphones.
Yeah, it's a different
And
kind
being
of.
able to own a car, whereas 30% of the world lives on $2 a day.
And there's also,
we live in our.
I mean,
like, our poor live in their own kind of poverty, where it's not like poverty where you're outside,
Yeah.
like eating a
it's
dog.
relative
Yeah.
poverty, but like I mean, the what really sucks is that we try to compare ourselves with other countries, and it's like
That doesn't. Yeah.
hard to compare.
literally population alone. That's not how that works. People
Yeah.
are like, yeah, Sweden did away with all these different things. It's like, yeah, you know how many people live in Sweden compared to America?
Much less.
It's like 60,000 people.
Yeah.
Well, that's like that's
Like-
like the thing with this whole virus that's pissing me off is because it's like America has like so many more cases than everyone else. I'm like, yeah, because you're looking at population.
To be fair, America fucking sucked
Oh.
at handling this.
Oh,
Yeah, we did.
no, no, no,
Terrible.
We're
that's-
still doing terrible.
That's fair.
I'm waiting for any positive action.
We're not helping right now.
No, we're
Let's
not.
be completely honest.
But
Let's
the problem is like
us personally are not helping right now.
And we're all
No.
young adults.
Because none of us
We're
can
all
see.
Me and Nick are
ourselves.
overweight. We're at risk.
Yeah.
No, but
You're
what I'm saying
probably
is
the best
that
out
if
of
you look at it,
Uh,
if you look at
Probably
it
take better
subjectively,
care about yourself.
that's not how you do statistics.
No,
You have-
it's
if
per
you're
it's per
looking at-
capita.
Take that compliment.
Right, if you're looking,
I mean-
if you're gonna look at a population as a whole, you have to take it as a percentage.
But then you look at it per capita, and U.S. is still fucked because Florida's the epicenter of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Florida is doing
Not of the United States, of the fucking world.
She is. She's been pretty careful.
I don't know. Fucking you're
Florida's
Walmart
not
in
doing-
Florida.
I have a friend of mine. Who
I'd
lives in Florida.
die.
They have
She's
been
doing okay.
traveling around the country since then, just to get out, just to stay out of Florida.
Yeah, no, she's been
Like,
doing okay.
good
She's been doing what she can. She just bought some new masks.
Yeah, I'm worried about you
Did
going
you get
down
the
there
one with
Yeah, you better be fucking
because you might get stuck down there. You know that, right? The
Yeah.
borders might close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't think of that, did you?
Careful, Chief.
You didn't think of that, did you?
Well, no, I did. Like, I looked at all of their policies.
Yeah, but that
I didn't-
changes.
That changes. If it gets bad enough, martial law will
I mean,
stay.
what was it? A week ago, we didn't have to wear masks in public. Now,
It's
now it's either up to a $750 fine or 90 days in jail.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
drove here with them on.
Which still sounds relatively ridiculous to me.
I mean, I don't see. I'm the last person to say that the government should step in and tell you what the fuck you do. But
Yeah,
at this
you
point,
are. But I mean,
At this point, you kind of fucking need something to happen. This
But
is
it's just
This
like
is- this is
for
one of those-
believing that the coronavirus is real as a political opinion. Yeah,
It's not even that. It's well.
When
That,
politics
see
come
that's
first,
not
right?
even. That's not even. That makes it worse when the government tells you to do
Well,
it.
that's.
Well,
But
that's
what I'm
what
talking
I'm
about
saying.
is
Green energy.
So it's kinda
the
neat.
government should provide security, and that's it, really, in my
Yeah.
opinion. And I think national health is security risks. So this is one of those times where I'm like, yeah, you kind of got to suck it up and listen to the government, and I'll probably never say that again.
here's the thing: it's you get so many people where, and I know this is a very like simple point, but it's like you get so many people where we've developed in our country where people who are completely ignorant to reality and facts think
Yeah.
their opinion is just as valid as that of scientists. Whereas they have more knowledge and they know how to put that forward, you think you're just as good by saying you feel a certain way. And I'm not the kind of person to say like, ha ha, facts over feelings, liberal. But like,
Well, I'll do it for you then.
shut up.
Understand.
We choose facts over truth.
Wait.
But at the same time, it's like,
I'm making fun of Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Well, I know
I'm going to continue to do that tonight.
Well, I know Bill Murray was quoted saying it's very hard to win an argument against a smart person, but it's impossible to win an argument against a stupid person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much everyone's
Because
saying that.
no matter what you
Yeah, but-
say,
Try not to bump the table.
no matter what
Sorry.
you
You're
say,
fine. Just-
it's like,
You're talking over.
yeah, you can't get through. And the problem is there are, at this point, it's become so prominent because huge anti-intellectual movement in the country where it is actively, like, if this wasn't the kind of virus where if I wore a mask and I was fine, fuck them, let them get sick and die. Fuck you. But I can get sick even still with it. And that's the problem, is they're not only chasing their own personal freedom, which is, relatively fine, but you're actively affecting that for me.
Because everyone wants to be right.
Yeah, and
Speak up.
Everyone wants to be right. That's fucking stupid.
and it's like those
You
people
didn't
are.
speak up at all. It's fine.
It's so selfish. It drives me insane.
Yeah, I mean, well, okay. Let's be honest here. Let's look at this logically, without emotion. We have two options. We either shut down completely, gut the economy, and the people that have it die, and the people that don't have it stay in their house and don't die, and we give like utility workers hazard pay, basically. Or two, we say, fuck it, we're open entirely, and it runs through the population, as would most likely happen back when we didn't have the internet, like with the bubonic plague that wiped out 2/3 of the population. And it runs through the people that are going to die from it, and everyone ends up having it, and then it kills those who don't, and those who are immune survive and propagate. And then it dies off on its own. Either we kill a bunch of people, and we keep the economy happy, or we gut the economy and we get rid of this. And unfortunately, we've decided to do the half-ass measure of...
Gut the economy and kill a bunch of people.
No, we haven't fully fucking shut down.
That's
Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to get furloughed, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't want to lose my job,
I would
obviously.
prefer to keep mine as well,
Well,
but
I don't know. I kind of enjoyed furlough, considering I was making more than I was
Yeah,
actually working.
And that's a problem, I think, but
Yeah.
whatever.
that's a whole other issue.
That's a whole other conversation.
Well, so that's because they had to pick an arbitrary number,
Yes, they did.
$600
Yes, they did.
a week, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, unemployment's a
Ridiculous.
whole other
So,
fucking
We'll
shit show.
tackle that in another
So
one.
Probably when
so
I get
at
angry
almost
about
$600 a
taxes.
week. Well, that's a fair enough amount to survive fairly well in California. But in like Alabama, you can buy a house for $600.
It depends on the city, but yeah, you could buy a fucking I could get furloughed right now, and we would still make rent, no problem.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we'd be fine. Even if he wasn't living here, I could still make rent, no problem, if I got furloughed. Which I think shouldn't be the case, to be honest with you. I think it should be closer. I shouldn't have a fucking $2,000 window.
Yeah.
That's. Anyway, I'm not talking about that right now because that's when I get angry about taxes in about 20 minutes. No, so like we've instead done these stupid half measures of okay, so we're gonna shut down this, and all you have to do to be considered essential is get your lawyer to go, yeah, we supplied this one business this one time, so we're essential, so go to work. And it's like, if you ask anybody who's ever worked at any food industry place, you know that shit's not clean. There's like, if every place
In fact,
got
let me
inspected
actually cut in here as someone who does it.
currently.
I work at a Starbucks. I am not essential. I make basically sugar and ice cream 90% of the day, and I was called an essential worker.
And it's not even remotely clean.
Oh God, no.
If there was ever
No.
an inspection,
Yeah.
and that you didn't know about,
Yeah.
you would get fucking
Yeah.
shut down.
Yeah.
You would fail miserably
Yeah.
and everything. And that is how it is all across the country.
Yeah.
Maybe every now and then you'll find one place that's like really up to snuff and they got a really tight ship.
But
That
don't
is
get
a
me wrong.
1 in a million thing. That's like fucking winning the lottery
Don't get me
twice.
wrong.
in a
When this all started, our cleaning bumped up for sure.
Yes, but it's
But
gone
it's
lax.
still-
It's
yeah.
gone lax.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter because it. So there's no way in hell half the people who are essential are even remotely safe. And I work in the healthcare industry.
Yeah.
Like, I know how fucked it all is, firsthand. This shit ain't clean. Like, it's just not. Like, there's only so much you can account for before dumb stuff happens. And
Speaking on what I fixed today, I can wholeheartedly agree. I am afraid if my dentist's name ever shows up on a repair order.
like, it's absurd.
Because these things come in
Oh,
disgusting.
I mean, yeah, it's the human mouth. It's
It's
fucking nasty.
drain, I've seen it filled with dental burrs before.
Oh.
Regardless, so what ends up happening is we get a lot. We have a massive economic recession.
Dental burrs too, and like the whole drain probably added up to like $800 of equipment.
Nice.
Jeez.
No, but like, so we get these half-ass shutdowns where we're going through an economic recession, and people are still, it's still going around because you've got morons going. There's no way these are real COVID parties. That's such a fucking bullshit headline. There's no way that's actually what's happening. People are fucking retarded, but they're not that dumb.
It's probably like that
No.
rainbow party thing with Oprah.
It's probably just some idiot said one thing and then a headline ran with it. There's
Yeah.
no way that's actually what's fucking
I
happening.
mean, don't get me wrong.
I'll make a stupid joke and call this a fucking COVID podcast, but the goal, like the joke is there, but that doesn't mean we're here to get
I am
COVID.
fully willing to believe that the depths of humanity go that low, but I'm just gonna try not to.
There's no way they're widespread though.
No,
That's
no,
like my
no.
focus is more. Maybe one happened, and maybe it's real because people are fucking stupid. But there's no way.
Well, some people look at it like fucking. What do you fucking call it? When you're a kid and they
Chicken pox?
like a chicken pox thing. And some people have that stupid
If we don't need
country
anyone,
country wisdom and think that's all you need to do.
I mean,
you're fine.
Technically, if you
Although it does get you shingles when you're open.
if you get into it, I mean, it kind of does. If you're healthy, if you're not at risk, you can kind of get.
That's
away
the
with
problem.
it.
Most of these people who are doing.
But the problem is that even after that, they expose themselves, whatever, and they don't change anything else that they've ever done. They continue to go out and the fucking beach down the street. That shit was fucking packed. Probably today was fucking packed.
Oh yeah, my brother went down there yesterday.
It's fucking insane.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, has your brother moved in downstairs yet or
No.
No, he's showing the downstairs off.
Oh, he's gonna rent it to someone else.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Feel
got
bad.
2 girls.
They did sign.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
They're coming down. No lesbians. No lesbians.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. I wasn't sure if they'd signed or not. But all right.
I think it's next Saturday. I think is when they're moving in.
All right.
So,
Cool.
What?
As they just hear this violent slapping sound coming from your room.
Yeah, that's what. No, I'm just gonna.
Now there's two kind of violent slappings that are gonna happen.
I'm just gonna bang on the
Brain
fucking
raging.
table. Yeah.
It's brain and raging, or they're fucking.
Yeah.
Well, we
Yeah.
all know it's the latter.
I wish. He doesn't put out. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You
I'm
fucking-
What a fucking
I don't
prude.
care, dude.
What a prude, bro.
Dude, what's the point of a roommate then?
Right?
Oh, what y'all
I just want to come in your mouth.
Also mentioning Kyle's thing. I guess this episode, the show will be called The COVID.
Yeah, we'll see what ends up happening. I don't know what I'm gonna title this.
Well,
I don't know what I'm gonna title this.
Yeah,
We'll find
We'll
out.
find out later.
Well, I'm saying this week the podcast will be called The COVID Cast.
Oh,
It's
just
not
like
an
an
episode.
episode.
Like I said, we'll see what ends up happening.
Here, we'll try
You
to
just
make
pick
it a
a-
running gag.
You just pick a soundbite.
To name it something stupid each week.
Yeah.
We'll see.
You
We'll
just
see.
pick
I don't
whatever
know.
the
I don't know what I'm deciding. It depends on when being the big.
Well, see,
But yeah, and also you
Draw.
can edit it down. This is obviously right now gonna get edited.
Yeah, there's no way I'm uploading 4 straight fucking hours. There's no way I'm doing that.
Well, no, I also mean like this specific conversation probably.
Oh, there's a couple things that are gonna get next, obviously.
I trust you to be smart with some of those things. That's wrong.
Not around here.
Yeah, you gotta. The windows are open. Most of
Yeah.
the show.
Joke. That wasn't actually.
Trust me, someone starts coming up to this door, you're going up
Yeah,
the window. We're
we're-
sacrificing.
We're
you.
throwing you first.
I'm not stupid enough to shut that out.
I hope not.
Trust. No,
We have the windows open. For crying out.
no, I mean, no. See, then what you do, Family Guy. I don't know if you guys know this episode. Peter said he was gonna go into the middle of a black community.
No, he said
They made me their king.
Yeah, he comes back, he's all decked out, he's like, they made me their king.
I do remember that. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
he didn't say that, he just goes, they respected me for saying that, and he says king of the black.
Yeah. I've been playing a lot of Far Cry 5. Obviously, I'm a little behind on that one because it came out
Did
a
you
while
get
back.
cheeseburger?
What?
You got
there's a
cheese-
bear named Cheeseburger.
I
He's
haven't.
amazing.
I just took out, not Joseph, but John Seed,
Yeah.
which, by the way, that man's fucking crazy.
Because I believe you get 2 companions, I think, or something.
Yeah,
like that.
there's a total of 9, but
What
you
you
have
want?
2 at a time.
What you want is you want cheeseburger and Hercules.
I love that.
Hercules
Is
has a
Hercules
rock.
the redneck?
Hercules is the redneck with the rocket launcher.
There is something so satisfying about taking like one of the seaplanes and just getting up in the air because you want to get somewhere quicker.
Yeah.
You got your marker to go to, and you just fucking start like say it's like you got to take out like an outpost or whatever.
Yeah.
Just nosediving the plane in, jumping out, and just And then you
Yeah, I did that.
parachute down, and then you just go.
I did that in Just Cause all the time.
Although I will say, I bought the Game of the Year edition because it was on sale,
Nice.
or whatever they called it, like Platinum edition or whatever they thought. But
The Forest Cry.
it's got
The Fantasy
it's
Cry.
got it's got the Mars DLC, which fun fact means you can access the alien weapons in the campaign,
Yeah.
which have infinite ammo and
Oh.
are on like a heat cooldown, and the laser pistol that you get just melts things in like half a second.
Wasn't the Mars thing a standalone
Yeah,
like
they're not-
Blood Dragon, or was it actually DLC?
It's I'm not 100% sure, but I can access the weapons in the campaign.
I mean, that's,
See, that was a mistake.
if,
in Just
you got the
Cause.
special edition of the game, so I don't even know if
Yeah, I don't know how it works.
3,
But
3 is the one I played.
3 had Blood Dragon.
3 did have Blood
Blood Dragon was fucking
Blood
awesome.
Dragon was sick. I love that.
Well, I'm talking about Just Cause 3. They added the one like facility research thing, and then the airships DLC where you got a machine gun that functioned like any other assault rifle, but it did damage like an LMG, and it was ridiculous. And it could accept any ammo type you picked up. That wasn't fair. And then the other mission was like Thunder at Sea or something, where you got a speedboat with auto homing rockets.
Oh, that's yeah.
Or bottomless, and it already had the jet engine. You didn't even need to get the skills to get a jet engine on it.
Thank you, Just Cause.
You got an engine on it, and you got the lightning gun, where you're able to call lightning down from the sky to smite things.
But like these
One
laser-
shot would end the vehicle.
I actually like. Don't get me wrong. I like being powerful in games. There's a certain joy to just running around and everyone dies.
Yeah.
I swap back to regular guns because I'm just like, okay, I'm getting all these perks that like make me able to carry more ammo, which is functionally useless.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I want it to be fair, and like, cause I basically
Yeah.
for that whole time I was using those, I didn't die.
That way there's a challenge.
Yeah, I wanted there to be a challenge because obviously I like a little bit of
Yeah.
difficulty. But it's just like, anyways, I've been playing that game a lot because I had a shitty computer for a while, so I missed out on a lot of like the better looking games.
Excuse me.
So now I can go back and play like 2018's like good looking games and shit.
Right.
Man, it's just so nice. I love being able to play modern games.
Yeah, that really was something that was amazing when I got my actually good PC.
Yeah.
I got Doom, I got Just Cause 3, I got a bunch of, I got Subnautica. That was a fun game. I like
My
it.
biggest issue is like now I'm
Well,
like
you weren't the biggest fan of the Android survival
That's-
sandbox.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, definitely not.
but
Person get off a little longer.
I got the new computer, and I'm just like, what did I miss? What games did I miss? Because I don't even know. Like I don't know what I missed because I wasn't able to play them.
Doom.
I had Doom on my I had Doom on my PlayStation, so I
Okay.
have that at least.
Alright.
But like most of what I missed was like the peak of like the rise of the battle royale. Like I missed playing like PUBG and stuff. I don't really have a drive to do that.
Yeah,
Well,
PUBG.
I mean, you're relatively addicted to Apex Legends.
I am pretty
We need to
addicted
play
Apex.
more.
We do. We need to play.
I got my shit. I fucking downloaded it after last week. It just took forever because I had to
I should
move
do
it.
that.
Hyperspace?
I got.
What's up?
Hyperspace?
I've never even heard of it.
I've heard of it. I
Is
don't.
that hyperspace drift something?
No, that's
Hyperlight Drifter.
Yeah.
Hyperlight drifters are my mistake.
Yes.
No, Hyperspace is a new battle royale.
Oh,
It's really fast.
But I got the new desk finally.
Nice.
So
Things are.
if you wanna,
You should,
You know,
dude.
yeah,
Fuck
I'm in.
it. I'm.
absolutely. In.
I don't. I'm really annoyed though because I can't. For some reason, the dual screen setup isn't working, and I don't know why. It's
My
pissing me off.
internet still has the occasional issue, but yeah.
That's
Like,
fine.
you
I'm,
saw-
I'm
saw
probably
my
not going to
problem,
stream
right?
it if I.
Didn't my Brian say the one of your HDMI ports is
From
corrupt
Brian.
according to Jason or something?
Yeah, but that was something we fixed.
Oh.
I fixed it. That,
Right,
I,
you can like you have my full permission to stream us playing. That's fine. I
I don't have dual stream or dual setup, like dual monitor setup anymore, so I don't want to stream
fair.
PC stuff.
Yeah.
No, that's right. So, like,
Fucking
wait,
sucks.
what's wrong with, like, do you know what's wrong with it?
I don't know.
Doesn't turn on?
It's just not.
It's not
It's not
reading
detecting.
it.
It's not detecting it. I've unplugged it 3 or 4 times.
Is it possible like
It's not
where you
detecting
put the HDMI in on the second screen's fine, like the port?
No.
Have
No.
you tried plugging your PS4
Because it works.
just to make sure the monitor works?
Yep, the monitor works perfectly. It's so I have one function HDMI port and then I have that AV converter. It's AV, right?
Audio visual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, are you looking at component?
Yeah.
Red, green, or not red, green.
It
Red, yellow.
it converts into so I've got an HDMI like
Yeah.
yeah. That's and then like I gotta screw that fucking thing in.
Yep.
Yeah. That works fine. Then I moved, and now it doesn't.
Did it possibly get damaged?
I put it in. It probably did. I just can't tell because it's like probably internal,
Yeah.
and I
Just
can't
out of
fucking
natural
tell.
curiosity before I leave, I want to look at that.
Knock yourself out.
Is it? Do you think it might be the cable or the?
It honestly might be the port.
Oh, that's gonna be a pain.
Yeah, it is. But if it's the cable,
That's easily.
that's easily fixed.
Right.
Yeah,
So
that
that's why
won't
you have to
happen.
have a pile of known good stuff, which I wish my work had.
I just wish that I didn't have to use the fucking component thing. To be honest, I wish I
No,
had
that's-
a second
yeah.
HDMI port, but I don't, and I don't know why that was the case.
Yeah, that's.
Wait, does your monitor have component?
No,
Or
the PC does.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I have to see
I
this.
have.
I'll be right back.
I have a singular HDMI port that works, and I've got.
Anyway.
Sorry, I've
while
just
they're
never
gone,
seen this on a motherboard.
Fill the air.
Quick, while they're gone, talk shit about them.
Oh man, Brandon, fucking handsome as shit.
Dude,
Nick,
I wanna fuck
fucking
that.
big dick.
Dude, I wanna fuck Brandon.
Fuck, dude, his balls massive.
Dude, I hear him driving across the floor.
His
sometimes.
bush, huge.
Dude, I think I saw a bird in there.
I want to live
The biggest thighs.
If you have birds living in your bush, that's a problem.
there. I disagree.
I love birds.
But see, if you have two, then it's worth one in the hand.
And I will put it in my hand.
So then it's worth four in the bush.
Yeah, honestly.
He's got a point. He's got a point.
This is editing Brandon chiming in to say, "Go fuck yourself, Koth. Stop making shitty puns."
Did you ever see that one video of the
Did you ever
bat eating
work?
a watermelon?
No.
Oh, it's so
adorable.
cute. It's so. Anyone who's
Oh,
listening
yeah.
will know exactly what I'm talking about. That it's like this bat, and he's like
we'd have listeners.
Yeah, good one. But he's all swaddled up, and whoever's like taking care of him holds like a bit of watermelon. And he just goes like, it's adorable.
It is.
I love that how bats just sort of hug themselves.
It's the safety hug.
But what's his name? Well,
I don't know, what is his
anyway,
name?
I might
Bat
call
sort
that
of.
bat Benton.
Anyway, Benton. Okay.
Okay.
Well, anyway, bat. Yeah, bats used to carry a lot of things. Don't remember exactly what, but apparently the old treatment was you would have to take 6 injections of a big ass needle to the stomach.
Jesus Christ.
Stomach to do it, and what's his name? Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh, yeah, the man who-
threw a dead
Yeah,
bat up
I
on
remember
stage,
that.
and he took a bite out of it.
Bit it.
Oh god.
Extremely risky.
And
Yeah, but
then
it's
that
not-
was when he realized it wasn't actually a fake bat.
Yeah.
He thought that was a rubber bat, it'd be cool.
Yeah.
He's the
It
prince
turns
of.
out he just ate a corpse.
Look, man, he's
He
the
was-
prince of darkness.
He-
Okay.
He was actually pretty high at the time.
Well,
Of course he was. He was coked out of his
Yeah,
fucking
he was
mind.
Ozzy Osbourne.
I'm pretty sure he still is coke.
Yeah.
No, isn't he trying to be better?
I have no. Who cares?
Well, I mean, he probably is because
He's
like
earned the
shit.
right to be coked out of his mind until
Yeah.
he dies.
It's the same
Yeah.
rule as why Snoop Dogg is just allowed to smoke weed in public.
Yeah.
Because what are you gonna do?
It's
Stop him?
Snoop Dogg, bro.
He's earned the right.
It's like what? Hey man, I'm Snoop Dogg.
I always
Oh,
find that. I always,
sorry, sir. Continue.
when I was younger, I always found that hilarious because like Snoop Dogg would go on TV, he's just got a blunt in his hand.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, that's just allowed for him, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
But nowadays, obviously, it's too allowed for most.
It's just something on iPhone and I was laughing.
Was it called
Apparently he hires a full-time blunt roller and pays him $40,000 to $50,000.
I don't know if that's accurate, but that sounds like it's
Well,
I
accurate.
remember
here
hearing. I remember hearing Wiz Khalifa spent like I think it was like $30,000 a year on weed.
That's not surprising.
Yeah, that's probably much higher now.
I remember
him and Martha
seeing-
Stewart run a show together, Koth.
Oh
Thank
yeah.
Wait, Snoop Dogg and Martha Stewart?
Yeah, this is before she committed tax evasion.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Why does that sound like something great to
Yeah.
watch?
Probably was.
See?
Because it was Snoop
That's just
Dogg
a
going,
beautiful-
oh yeah.
That's a beautiful
like
picture.
Other. Yeah.
That's a wonderful photo.
That is.
But before
That-
the IRS
that
started
screams off the
beating
message,
down
like-
Martha Stewart's door.
Here, send that to Brandon so the viewers
You
can
think he
potentially
fucked
read
her?
it.
It's just a
It was
picture.
nice.
It's you could. It's not even. I'm not
You
gonna.
think he fucked her?
No.
No.
Why?
Age difference, maybe?
No. Why would Snoop Dogg fuck Martha Stewart?
Why not?
I don't know enough
Better
weed.
question. Well, why would Martha Stewart fuck Snoop Dogg?
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
I mean, you can't disagree with Kyle, though.
Yeah. I hope not,
I
because
wouldn't.
just
I'm gonna pretend.
The-
or
the-
think he did.
that. Okay, your headcanon is that Martha Stewart and Snoop Dogg did the nasty.
Yeah.
What does that accomplish for you?
Oh, it doesn't accomplish just puts a puzzle together in my head.
Oh, so okay, so
Does anyone else remember the wasn't there like an Adam Sandler movie that came out a few years ago? It was all about old retro video games. I can't remember the name of it. And
Pixels.
And fucking Peter Dinklage's request to be part of the team, he wanted a threesome with the one famous black tennis player that I can't remember. Serena Williams and Martha Stewart.
What an odd request.
That was
I
that was inside the movie, right?
And never pay taxes again. Like
Now-
she has a card that you can show so he doesn't have to pay taxes on things.
I blacked out that movie from my memory, dude.
I
I've never seen that movie and I don't intend to. My only issue with that movie, upon multiple others, is
So don't describe it as your only.
Shut up! I said the wrong word. Listen, didn't he fuck Hubert?
Yeah.
At the end of the movie, he fucked Hubert.
Yep, he fucked Hubert.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Which I also laughed really hard that the only reason, and he fucking sings, the one guy, one of the friends who's like the crazy one, he has something. And at the end of the movie, Hubert turns into
What
Electra? Is Carmen
Yeah,
Electra? essentially?
Yeah.
But it's a discount Carmen Electra because they couldn't lease the rights to an actually good video game.
Yeah.
It was only like Galaga and Pac-Man and Cube.
Centipede.
No, they also had
Centipede.
Donkey Kong.
And Donkey Kong.
Centipede was in there.
Yeah, Centipede was in there. That was the whole thing. They were like, hit the targets, and then the nerds were like, ha, you fucking army men suck at playing video games.
But see, that's the funny thing though. Okay, I can understand them kicking the army guys' ass at a video game, but shooting a real gun.
Yeah, but since they're out in the real world, they're for some reason winning way better.
Are we really arguing the realism of the movie Pixels right now?
Okay, so
This is what we
apparently,
live for.
my biggest issue with Pixels, like not my only issue.
Should we argue about a good movie, please?
No.
Later we will.
Later.
My biggest issue with Pixels is it felt like extremely pandering.
That's the
And
point.
it was done so bad.
It's an Adam Sandler movie. What do you
Yeah,
mean?
but like
That's unfair.
that's unfair.
I know it. I'm
Zohan was not pandering in the slightest, and it
Zohan
was
was
fucking
amazing.
I
hilarious.
like to make fun of Adam Sandler.
I still need to watch that. Well, he's really
Do I
easy to
enjoy
make
it?
fun of.
Do I enjoy his movies? Yes, I do.
Have you seen Uncut Gems or Uncut Gemstones yet?
I have not seen Uncut Gems yet.
Uncut Gems, not Gemstones. Where's Gemstones? That's everything I'm thinking
I
of.
don't think I've seen that one.
It's on Netflix.
That's apparently her. Yeah.
It's exceedingly good.
Although I gotta say, there's one flaw with Uncut Gems. You have Adam Sandler playing Jewish guy, and you have
That doesn't narrow it down.
and you
but
have
okay.
Kevin Garnett playing black basketball man. It's a little typecast.
Yes,
Well,
because
I
it's
mean,
an
he is
Adam
Jewish.
Sandler film,
Adam
and
Sandler
he's Jewish
literally
as
wrote,
fuck.
wrote like the number 2, probably number 1 Jewish Christmas song.
The
Oh,
only Jewish
yeah.
Christmas song.
No, they got
Really?
They got the one from singing about the dreidel, and then the South Park edition.
Oh.
Singing.
That's not a Christmas
Hanukkah
song. That's a
song.
Hanukkah song.
Hanukkah song.
Fuck it occurs
Adam
about the
Sandler
same
wrote a Jewish
time period.
Christmas song.
See, like I
That
care.
itself shouldn't exist.
Yeah.
That's why Adam Sandler wrote
I
it.
don't. I love it.
Bro, you guys seen the video about? You seen the music video he made?
Yeah.
Yeah.
God.
Fall back to sleep.
Yeah, the phone wallet keys. Oh, it's so good. He's just doing a scene where he's like, got everything I need with my phone wallet keys.
Oh, so I was thinking of the one him falling asleep.
Oh, he probably has made more than
The world still needs
He's got a
Christopher
coincidence song.
walking into Winter Wonderland.
Thank you.
Indeed.
Thank
We're not
you.
doing this again.
I would like to trademark that.
We're not doing this again.
No, we're.
Well,
You don't want to
I don't-
talk about the Labrontosaurus?
I don't want to rehash a conversation we've had because we're gonna try to be funny and it's not
No,
gonna.
I will relitigate this issue till I die.
It's not even okay. That's the wrong term, but okay.
Shut up. Bitch.
Litigate. What are you fucking doing? Are we in a
Rehash.
courtroom? Rehash.
Yeah, I know.
Okay,
I
so
chose that word.
Litigate. Yeah,
Yeah.
did you?
Yeah.
I don't think you did. I think
No, I
you,
did.
I think you were speaking and the word came to you and you said
No,
it like
go
I
back
did.
in, go back in the audio. I said rehash the first time, then I went to relitigate.
I know, and I
like
don't.
it better.
I think you tried to use an L word, and I don't know what if you knew what you were going to say, so you ended up with litigate.
No, I went for it.
Okay,
I know. I know it's wrong.
so you're just intentionally dumb.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Hey,
That's
if
my
you-
character. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
If
Well,
you
my
can't
biggest
wow
part.
them with your intelligence,
Baffle them
with
with
your
bullshit.
Yeah. Fuck.
You can't predict stupid. There you go. But
That doesn't even make sense. That's a video game thing. What?
look.
It's also a Warhammer 40k thing.
Dear God.
Because the orcs have these guys.
But the orcs are also insanely powerful inherently.
Yeah.
They're reality manipulating space goblins.
And they can make mechs by bashing metal with their foreheads.
Exactly. Like, there's a little bit more there than you
Yeah.
can't predict stupid. It's just they're supreme beings
But
who
they
don't know
have-
they're supreme beings.
But they also have a group of them that are specifically designed around you can't predict stupid.
That's so dumb.
Does everyone,
I'm so
everyone else
angry.
love that everyone else has heard of humans are space orcs?
Yes.
Yes, I love that.
I mean, it makes sense. You ever
It's
think about
great.
like
we're fucking crazy.
how resilient? The only reason the human race is the dominant life form on the planet is because we're persistent and resilient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And crafty.
That too.
Persistent.
Yeah. That's
Not
fair.
crafty.
That's fair.
It's persistence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have thumbs because we waited long enough for them to grow.
We just kind of, as a species, refuse to die out.
Yes, which is resiliency.
Stubborn.
We can survive on a very, very, very slim. There you go. Scant.
Now who's choosing the words?
I'm doing it literally, right now.
Bitch.
I'm literally doing that.
Bitch.
That's how I speak.
Bitch.
On a
Bitch.
fucked diet of like
Corn.
literal poop,
Yeah, we could.
corn, corn and iron, and
we
like
talk about eating poop earlier?
So,
yes.
would,
No,
so,
talking
so
about
would that-
pooping in your butt.
So would that make you and me regular humans, and then the rest of you skim humans?
We are skin humans by comparison.
Yeah.
You guys are whole. Yeah, you're whole.
But
Ryan's
no,
like,
it's
Ryan's like a 2%.
Yeah.
the prime mammal, he's like ripped and muscular.
Who?
So the prime okay, so the standard
The peak male body.
yeah, peak male body.
There you go. You got
Keep
Are you
male
that.
talking
efficiency.
about Brandon?
It's clearly me.
And clearly,
Have
clearly-
you seen
have
his
you
dumpy?
seen his abs?
Have you seen his dumpy?
Look at those abs.
You think I wouldn't be able to survive a gunshot to the fucking stomach?
Yeah,
You probably could. You
If
probably
it's
could.
the 22, I might.
He's got abs. They're just protected.
There you go.
I mean, that's literally what abs are, but
Armor
yes.
plating.
Literally everyone has abdominal muscles.
He's as if he had abs, but you put a pillow under his shirt as well.
I mean, you're fucking
Okay.
joking.
What's the line from the one?
I sit
the one,
for a living.
the
Okay,
one-
fuck
the one-
off.
The one of my strongman was
I
was
sit
saying
for free.
was saying the only reason the strongest men don't have abs is because we actually eat enough.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
The bodybuilding is not strength.
No,
Bodybuilding is sculpting.
Yeah, it's entirely so.
Yeah.
Genuinely, okay, so I purposely avoid looking at it, but like those like weightlifting competitions and shit, like I'm gonna make a point that some people might disagree with. Those people just look disgusting.
You talking?
Yeah.
Are you talking bodybuilding or are you talking weightlifting?
Bodybuilders.
Yeah,
They
that's
look disgusting.
yes.
It's
It's-
You know, like the big.
Like Arnold
big-
Schwarzenegger.
Okay.
Yeah, like
There is
Yeah,
a
like
certain
or
point.
Herculean.
There is a point where the muscle mass is disgustingly over present.
It's not even the.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
just veiny and like I could kill you with a paper cut to the thigh. Well,
It's,
that's
it's, not even, it's, not even, it's not the veins. It's not the veins completely. It's just when there is so much muscle that you don't look.
the problem is that there's no fat at.
Yeah, that's my issue.
There's
nothing,
no water. They're beyond dehydrated.
It's all definition.
It's just
You
skin.
get a cold and you're
It's
dead
like this
because-
much skin and the rest
You
of it
have
is
no
muscle,
fat.
and it's
It's
fucking.
not-
absurd.
Well, I mean, if you have nothing, your body will start breaking down muscle.
Yeah, that's ketosis. No, that's not ketosis.
It's not good.
What is
but
that?
it
That's
is
actually it's got a
there.
term. What is that?
We will survive,
cirrhosis.
No, that's liver
that's
disease.
liver.
Liver's walking up.
and you need the liver. That's
Fuck.
important.
It doesn't matter.
It
I'm
matters
not
to
gonna
me.
look it up.
You are okay. Fuck.
I think it is actually ketosis.
No, ketosis is when you trick your body into breaking down carbs
Yeah.
before it breaks down everything
Yeah.
else, which is why it breaks down your fat storage.
It's the whole reason a keto diet exists, which probably shouldn't.
Yeah, because you don't have any carb intake, so your body breaks down your fat because that's
I'm
carbs.
gonna let you try and read that.
Actually, maybe I'm good for it.
Okay.
Aw.
I'm also pretty good.
Okay, nerds.
No,
So-
nope,
Yeah.
nope, not trying it, not trying it.
Rhabdomyolysis. Rhabdomyolysis is the breakdown of muscle tissue that leads to the release of muscle fiber contents in the blood.
That
Or is that still? Or did I not look at the right thing?
wait, that actually kills you.
Yeah, that does kill you.
That poisons you.
Yeah,
Ha.
Muscles
muscle
poisonous?
poisoning basically.
Yes,
Muscle
muscle.
poisoning?
Well, I mean, it's like you put the wrong fuel in the right spot.
It's like
Your
you
car
put diesel
explodes.
in your car.
Well, that's a little, kind of.
It'll fuck it up.
Yeah, it will.
Well,
but-
yeah.
Dude, Kevin did that once.
Yeah, the human body is extremely flawed.
You know, at this point, I'm surprised he hasn't actually put sugar in his gas tank because he thought it'd be good enough.
Anyway.
He called me. He's like, "What do I do? I accidentally put the diesel in my car." I'm like,
But the nozzle doesn't fit. How do you do that?
"Dude, I wasn't there. Don't ask me."
No, it fit. I picked up the nozzle.
They
I picked up
fit.
the nozzle,
They're
put it
pretty
in,
universal. It's just a different color.
Put it in, and I
Yeah,
was pressing the
because-
button.
I
no,
swear
there's
there's
cars that are like
Never be time.
civilian cars, not
They use
semis that have diesel engines.
Yeah.
Is it
Yeah.
different
Well, I
voice?
know that. I know
Never
that.
fill up your gas tank on the way to work when you're really fucking tired.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just.
You ride it. Do what I'm doing right now. Ride down to where
They
it
do
says you got
have
3 miles
those
till your
for
tank is in.
semi trucks, but
So,
what
okay, maybe that's
he was
something.
It's
using.
not a bad idea,
No,
but I like to keep
I'm
it
not
above
saying
a
you're
quarter
wrong.
tank.
It's like charging your phone. Yeah, you want to let it get all the way down. Duh.
The first time. That's it.
I've heard it both ways. Yeah, the first time, and then when the battery's really, really shit,
Yeah.
you can buy like 5% to 10% more. I think.
Because it'll be actually dead.
Yes, but it's not recommended.
Oh yeah, no. The human body is extremely flawed.
Yeah.
Phones used to have. Phones used to basically shut down when they were at low battery, but they would still allow you to call emergency numbers. So people were calling 911 because their phones
phone went off.
were low, and then calling who they meant to, and it
I don't
actually
remember
caused
this.
some problems.
I do not remember this.
Oh my
I
god.
mean, it was probably early on.
It was early phones, definitely. Not well before smartphones.
My mom somehow magically locked her phone without knowing the code. Like she added a pattern lock or something,
And then fucked it up.
she had no idea. She had no idea how she even made it, so she didn't know how to get back into it. So she's sitting there messing with it. All of a sudden, next thing I know, she's in the middle of a phone call, and she's like, "No, sorry, this was an accident." She called 911.
Oh
Nice.
my god.
Yeah, so she had to sit there for like 5 minutes, confirming with 911 that everything was okay.
There is no problems.
Everything's fine.
I know, dumbass.
After I screamed at her like 8 times, I'm like, "Stop messing with the phone."
Because Kyle's just shirtless over
Shut up! I walked away so it wouldn't be known.
Well, too bad,
You
bitch.
want to make her be shirtless with you?
As I'm over
Why don't
here.
you just all take our shirts off so you
Okay.
feel more comfortable?
Okay.
I'm just gonna put mine back on.
No
I just
one
want to
wants
get
to
the
see
sweat
that.
off of me.
Okay. Just didn't
There-
want to make
there's
you
a reason I wear
uncomfortable,
2
you know?
shirts.
How are you wearing 2 shirts right now and not being a
Because
corpse?
Nick's
Because
the
of
temperature.
Yeah, I'm not.
Nick,
It's
he
like
wore
really
a
bothered
Nick
me.
wore a fucking
In high
black
school.
hoodie.
Remember,
with
I always
the
wore a
Mountain
jacket.
Dew.
Literally, it was
Like
called
Yeah, I don't
Friendly
know.
Fire.
I don't know how the fuck you did that.
Me
What?
neither.
What
He
happened?
wore a jacket in like the middle of summer.
Yeah.
Fucking idiot.
Jacket gang.
Fucking
Yeah.
idiot. I don't.
Yeah, I don't know how I did that.
I used to be able
No,
to.
I
I would,
miss-
like middle of the summer, I'd still be wearing hoodies and stuff.
I miss indoor soccer.
I don't.
I know you don't, because it was like your life.
I hated soccer.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
It was-
unfortunate.
It was bad.
That's really unfortunate.
And that's the reason he's healthy. He played a sport.
Yeah.
I did, and I'm fucking fat as hell.
Yeah, but you
Quit.
fell apart afterwards.
Did you quit?
I fell apart beforehand.
Well, I mean inside, sure, but you let the rest fall apart afterward.
I didn't quit. I wasn't allowed to play because I was failing classes.
I've locked into the figure I have now. That's all it is.
I don't know, man. There's something about getting thrown through a wall by a girl the same age as you that's just like exhilarating.
Dude, well, that explains a lot about you, Brandon. But
That is my favorite. I mentioned in the stream last time. My favorite memory of all time for indoor soccer is getting thrown through that fucking wall by that girl team, and they're just. You remember that?
No, I don't.
You don't remember that? Why don't you remember that?
I feel like we're getting a
was
big
there.
insight into Brandon's development
awesome!
as a person.
It was fucking amazing. Do you? No, you want to get a real insight.
So
I've,
did
This
you
part explains why you-
finish develop before that or after that?
oh no, I've got an Oedipus complex.
What's that?
When you want to fuck your mom.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't want to fuck my mother, but like when I've looked at the women that I've been interested in, they're pretty much my mom.
Oh, alright.
You come to that realization as you get older. I've had a lot of time to think, just like on the road without signal. So like, I've come to the realization that like, I want to argue with somebody, and like,
Who do you argue with?
I argue with my mother like the most, and like,
Hey.
she's also sarcastic as fuck. And you ever sit there and go, I want to fuck my mom.
No!
No.
Well, you'll get to that point eventually.
No, I won't!
You're gonna.
Brandon!
You're gonna get to that point eventually. I'm telling you.
Brandon,
Anyway,
opinions. Tell me right now, What is my type?
It's not specifically.
No. Just play along with me.
I don't know.
Who here wants to wager a guess? Based on
Ramona Flowers.
I'd be willing to bet a fair amount just because I remember you said this before.
so table's yours.
You like broken people.
Now that sounds terrible. So I'm just gonna clarify.
That's not terrible.
Can I get a
It makes
cookie?
sense.
Alternative style.
He nodded people. I get a cookie.
Usually, someone who, by coincidence, has gone through some things because it tends to make you more well-rounded as a person. Not always people who are broken. There have been relationships where it's been people who are very well put together and it works. But that's not my mom, Chief.
Yet.
No, it's not a yet issue. It is. That's not my mom. Period.
Well,
I promise you.
No.
I know. I understand what I'm saying,
Brandon.
and
No,
I'm
you
saying
don't.
it in the most comedic way possible, which is why the concept is foreign.
Okay.
Freud had some points.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do.
Sigmund Freud had some points, man.
Here's what I'm gonna throw out here.
see, I can't disagree. You don't know who Freud is?
It's not about fucking your mother specifically.
Fucking people who are like
It's
you.
about it's fuck the similarities between the people that you're interested in romantically and the people and the human being known as your maternal figure.
Okay.
Yes.
It's not about arousal, even though I'm gonna take this away from Freud. It's not about
So
arousal.
it's
It's
about
not about
marriage.
sex. It's about no.
Companionship.
Yes, it's
Taste
about
in person.
companionship. It's about it's
So, here's what I'm gonna go out of the way and say right now. I think the reason I may be so dead set against this, and this is
it's the
first
way it
time-
was brought up.
No. Well, I mean, that's
Yeah.
but this is the first time it's probably gonna go out anywhere important. I despise my mother.
So does he?
Yeah. I mean, we get along now because we don't live together.
Yeah, I don't do that.
But
Oh, do
like,
you?
we still argue a bunch, and
Yeah.
it's like the whole point.
I've kind of like cut her out, though.
Well, you don't live with. Well, you still live with her though.
No,
Thought,
I love my dad's.
yeah, but you're at your dad's temporarily. I thought they were just.
No,
house
I'm just
sitting.
I'm
Oh,
just
you're
there
at.
now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm just there now.
I mean, to be fair, that it did just happen.
No, but like, hear me out.
I believe you. I'm just saying, like,
That personality
you have time.
type is viewed as toxic, and I avoid people who are like that.
yeah, probably is.
So I'm not gonna go for that.
My mom was toxic as fuck. You think Madison wasn't toxic as fuck? Toxic as fuck?
Yeah, but like, the kind of toxic that I put myself around is not that kind of toxic. Here, let me throw this out.
telling you,
there.
man.
Well,
Freud
this
had
is the
some-
most literal description of pick your poison.
Yeah.
Let me throw this out here, just for an easy way of. How many people in this room think Brandon is correct?
That doesn't fucking mean anything, and you know that.
Well,
No,
I
I'm
gotta
gauging
agree.
the guard. I'm gauging in terms of the what you look for in a person tends to resemble your parental figure.
No, there's like a
If
more
you-
wholesome saying about it. that I
I'm not
think-
saying that what he's like saying at its core is incorrect.
It's because
I just think it doesn't apply to me.
See, I can understand.
Yeah, it
I
doesn't
can't
apply to
entirely
you.
agree.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
I agree with you, Nick. It's like I understand it, just
Right.
It's not
Fami-
also the best one.
familiarity. Does that work? Is that a better word to
I
go
guess
with?
so.
Familiarity, people similar to the people you've been interacting with, and
Yes.
you form bonds with.
Yes.
I never did that.
Also, by
Yeah,
the way,
so-
Yeah,
Exactly.
for Politi, because you do not know who Sigmund Freud is.
You know who that is?
It's either 1700s
You know
or
I live under a rock.
1800s.
1800s in
He went
England.
to school though.
In
What?
England,
You went to school though.
I still live under a rock.
You didn't take like any
Psychology?
not psych, but like
Dude, I didn't even take
Like,
psych. You don't
anyway,
even have to take
Alex.
psych class.
no
Hear me out. He essentially did all his work on 1800s
Oh, he was-
upper class women.
he was coked out of his
Women
mind.
coked out of his mind, where he came up with the Oedipus
The Oedipus
complex,
complex.
which is
So there's a Greek
Oedipus
legend.
complex, which
Oedipus.
is
There's a Greek legend of Oedipus who was
Or no, there's the other. I'm sorry, there's the other.
that I don't know the name, but I know what you're talking about. The Greek legend of Oedipus is essentially this kid was born, it's a royal family, but he was cast out for some reason that I forget. It's probably this child's cursed. He was taken or he was cast
I
out, one
believe
of
he
the
was
two.
taken.
But long story short, he ended up on the road, and he met this king, and
He didn't know he was.
he didn't know he was a king, and he was just talking. And he helped him out, and the king was like, "Hey, by the way, I'm a king. I'm gonna take you to my palace."
I thought they killed him.
Yeah, I thought.
Oh, they killed him. That's right.
Yeah,
They killed
yeah,
him.
He killed him.
He
him
killed
on
him,
the road
and
on
then
accident.
and then he went to, and then he ended up pretending to be the king.
No, I thought he just took over.
No, he came.
But he killed him on the road by accident.
He came back and he ended up marrying the queen. Because
Yeah, he came back and he ended up
wanted
marrying
to,
the
like, bring his last words and belongings to her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they ended up falling in love, and then it turns out that was his mother.
Yeah.
And he gouged his eyes out because
Yeah, he found out and he gouged his
The
eyes.
Oedipus complex is I want to kill my father and fuck my mother. That's like the
Oh. Okay.
what's the word? What's the fucking term? No. Primal, I guess, explanation for it. It's a little bit more subtle, but with Freud, who was coked
Man.
out of his fucking mind all the time,
Yeah.
subtlety doesn't exist.
Man, I gotta say, I really hate that this has been one of the longest discussions so far.
It's psychology.
He lost his mind when
He did, but he wasn't wrong.
He lost his mind when he was trying to find the testicles of a specific type of eel, and he couldn't because the testicles of that eel only grow in during mating season, and then he could only see dicks for the rest of his life.
But there is a lot of
He also
phallic imagery
created
in
the,
modern architecture. It's kind of
like
a thing.
3 layers of the brain or whatever.
Id,
where you
ego,
have,
super
like-
ego.
Yes.
He's that guy. He
Personally, I don't agree with Freud at all.
That's fair.
For
I like
almost
his ego
everything.
and
At all?
super ego and all that.
id, ego, and super ego are like one of the 3 most commonly agreed
that's
upon.
that's
That
almost
makes sense.
indisputable.
But
like it's
the fuck your mom thing still a little questionable.
Yeah.
but his
The problem
in
with
the
this doesn't
concept,
have to
not specifically the I'm going to fuck my parents.
No, I understand the concept.
Yes.
Yes.
My main thing is I've been arguing is that it just doesn't apply to me. Which
Well,
that's
what your taste is.
I
mean,
I'm still saying give it time.
We hope so.
different.
I'm
strokes
still
for
saying
different
give it
folks.
time, Kyle, because you just moved out.
No, I won't give it time. I'm definitely.
I thought I wasn't into butt stuff.
See, I've known the entire time.
Turns
that
out I am.
I've known the entire time.
I refuse to even try butt stuff. I don't
you're-
care if I'll like it or not.
Coward.
I don't care.
You know
Coward.
what? You know the
I-
quickest way to your fucking prostate? You know the male G spot, the
I know.
prostate?
I
Do your
know.
rectum.
No, he's fine with me fucking him up the butt.
As long as it, but
All I'm saying, man.
It's a power
Like-
thing.
It's a,
it's like
He
my
wants to
girl-
feel
I'm
weak.
not interested. My girlfriend's not interested. We're perfectly happy.
well, she hasn't tried fucking you in the butt yet.
There you
That's
go.
all I'm saying.
Are you? Yeah, you might be interested in the other way around.
He's a man of pegging.
I know I am.
I can guarantee you, she probably will not be into that.
She's a
Shocker.
Y'all are vanilla as fuck.
I'm not.
Fucking white
Hell
people.
yeah, Stuart. Fuck yeah.
Fucking white people and their
Yeah, sure. We're totally vanilla.
Milk toast garbage bag.
How
Hey,
dare you.
I'm
Nothing
not
wrong
willing to share.
with
Looking
vanilla.
like a bag of wet paper.
Vanilla is the basis of all the other flavors.
Yeah, that's why it's boring, because everything is just
What?
that, but better.
Sometimes you enjoy vanilla, you know? Sometimes you enjoy it.
Exactly.
Sometimes
Vanilla
you
is
enjoy the
good.
simplicity.
I'm always
Here's the thing, though. Who said I was vanilla?
Chuck.
I never said I was vanilla.
I did. That's
Yeah,
literally
that's
what
it.
I just
That's
You
said.
did, but I never said it.
That's
yeah,
fine.
usually people who are don't admit it. Just a pause, like, wait. Oh, fuck.
No, I'm just saying that's more about just fuck you.
No, I get you.
Anyway,
Even if it is, I'm not necessarily saying it's true, but even if it is, that's your life.
No,
You
I
do
know.
what you want.
anyway, I've just come to the realization that like the
Destroy
people.
your asshole, we're good.
And that's fine.
Are you?
What's up?
Can I fuck you in the ass? Just can I pull your hair and just go to town on your
I'm
bum?
afraid if you pull his hair, it's just gonna like come out. It's really weird.
I like how I drew you with an afro, but you don't even have one right now.
Yeah, you lost it.
No,
He used to have
I-
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, I lost my afro.
Shit.
Unfortunate.
Just grow it back after the podcast.
There's no
Yeah.
point. This isn't a video podcast. This is just audio.
Yeah, but he needs to fit the brand.
Well, someday.
I don't know.
Yeah,
this
and I'm
Sunday.
sure
We'll see.
Mark will
I-
really enjoy
Our
it.
former
Yeah.
Jew from here.
yeah. No, I mean, all I'm saying is like I've had a lot of time to think on the road because I just drive to Steubenville.
Dude, I do this all the time.
This fucking sucks. What?
Just
Drive to Steubenville?
no, but I do just drive around and think.
Oh, okay. See, I have to do it for a job,
Makes
so
sense.
it's like a 3-hour drive to Steubenville.
What do you
Then I
think
get
about
there and I deal with them for fucking 2 hours and I get really angry and then I come back 3 hours later. And so I've got like 6 hours of driving time. I'm just sitting there going, you know, all the women I've been interested in have just been my mother in some manner, in some facet. I'm like, damn it. damn it, why? Why is this where the person that I am now?
See, the thing that consumes me is not that; it's the fear of becoming my mother.
Yeah, that's the same.
That's
the same
not
thing.
what I want.
I don't want to be her either.
But I realize the traits are there.
Also,
Genetics.
Well,
it's
you
not even
can
just
say
genetics. Like
traits.
your upbringing shapes you. Like even if it was a negative upbringing, it still shapes you. It's not because of. It's more like in spite of. If you end up going the positive route of it, but like I know I'm not the person that I wouldn't be the person that I am now. Which even if I'm a self-deprecating twat, I'm still proud of the person I am now.
You should be. You're very likable.
I don't know about that, but
Well, you're likable. You're likable in spite of yourself.
yeah, exactly. Like, but I know that I wouldn't be the same person if I didn't have the negative experience I did with my mother growing up. So
Yeah.
like, I kind of gotta like, and there's a couple things that I do owe to her completely. Like my openness for religion, at the very least, like just an openness for discussion and willingness to discuss and argue about anything. That is entirely on her, which is why I like arguing.
Man,
It's why I want to fuck my mother.
man, I'm gonna go.
I'm sorry, I drove.
Full
You're
circle.
Stuck here.
I'll steal your car.
Please don't actually like my car.
But like, it's just I don't know. It's just something weird that I realized. Like,
You're leaving me here.
I never thought that I would. There's like little habits and I'm like, that's so fucking toxic. And then I'm realizing that, oh wait, this happened 13 years ago and my mom did the exact same shit and it's super manipulative and garbage.
Yeah, I've definitely seen some of my parents' habits.
And I'm like,
The one that really irritates me is my like impatience for people who are explaining things. Because like I'll be talking to Casey and she'll start to like tell me something, and I'll notice she's like hitting the same points, and I genuinely get like actually irritated. I'm like, I get it. Come on, I get it. Get to the end of it. I get it. And I'm like, that's super bad.
Yeah, that was my
you
number
say
one
you're
problem
recognizing it in
with all
yourself, is what you
school.
said?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm
Don't
really
worry.
trying to correct that.
Don't repeat yourself.
Which I find the best way to do is distracting myself. Not so I'm not listening, but just so I can tolerate the repeating, because when it starts to get like that, I just distract.
See, you
I'm
just
just afraid to be left
daydream.
behind thoughts.
Not daydream. Usually I just like
no, you just fucking yep.
You zone.
yeah, zone into whatever else I'm doing. Because like whenever I talk
It's
to
like
my
matching me in the dialogue,
Exactly.
but in real life.
and I feel bad because like obviously like it means something to her, and she feels like she hasn't gotten her point across. So I try to listen, obviously, but when I'm doing something in the background, usually like playing a game or something,
Yeah.
it's not like I'm not paying attention. It
Yeah,
actually
right.
helps me focus more, because like if I'm just sitting there listening and she starts repeating, I find that I stop paying attention, because in my brain I'm just like get to the point, and I'm not even listening.
Yeah.
So this way I listen more.
Right. It's, I
It's
mean,
like you're doing
it's a
something.
relationship dynamic. That's you know, every relationship's got its unique dynamics. That's not even you know.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
man,
Coach want to add
yeah.
something to that?
You just want to add a yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because your girlfriend's in Florida.
Yeah, I mean, the communication issues obviously still exist there, because communication is kind of all you got.
I'm just glad she's
Well, I don't know.
tagging
I
me
mean, you
in
could
pinups
buy
as
the,
Sylvanas Windrunner. You know.
well, I mean, I don't know. You could buy that thing of where you can like sync the two dildos.
After fucking disagreeing with her to her face.
I keep suggesting buy the matching bad dragon set. You got the
Yeah.
muzzle and you got the knot. I mean,
Okay, well, that's ooh.
Actually, it was funny though. We were talking before I came here, and she's like, go check out this conversation I'm having with Brandon.
Okay.
I just want her to fuck me, dude. That's all I'm saying. I just
What?
want Sylvanas Windrunner
okay.
to fuck me in the
Okay.
ass.
I was a little bit internally confused there. Like, I know you met Sylvanas, but at the same time, I was.
But see,
Oh no, there are lines you don't cross.
Right.
There are lines you don't cross.
See, this is why, Brandon, you're an ass, but you are still respectful.
No.
You respect people.
certain things.
Yeah, you respect certain
I
boundaries.
respect the sanctity of.
Marriage.
No, yeah, I do. I respect the sanctity of promises.
Yeah, so you're an ass, but you're not like irredeemable ass.
Yeah. I'm dismissive.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying you're a perfect person.
You
Oh, I'm
trust
definitely-
him where
I
it
know.
counts.
Yeah, that's all I care about.
He hits some points where he's alright, and that's all you
Man.
need to do, really.
As long as I can follow through, which is why I don't like to be like, oh, I'll do it when I know for a fact I'm not going to, which is people get pissed at me. It's like,
That's my issue. I make a lot of promises.
I
don't.
Why do I make promises that I know for a fact I'm not going to keep just to make people feel better?
To quote Emperor Text's speech, Corn will never stab you in the back. He'll just stab you in the face repeatedly until your face no longer resembles a face. You guys keep going.
Right. No, fuck you. Don't tell me what to do.
You guys stop.
Alright, so how you guys doing today?
Good.
I'm doing alright.
Doing good. I enjoyed the day off. Took the scrap left over from the knife I was working on. Made a kiradashi.
Yeah, that thing is.
Proud of that.
It looks
Oh,
like
that
it,
little thing on.
at the moment it looks like a prison shank. I know it's going to look great when he's finished with it, but right now I just have to laugh because it's.
See, there isn't much more to do. Almost all kiradashis are just one solid piece of metal and you put a hole with a lanyard on it. There's a lanyard on it. It's designed to just be a tool for carving, cutting, small tasks, and there's something sharp to do. It's designed to be super easy to sharpen.
Yeah. We talk about. It's a great knife.
I made a kiradashi today from the scrap left over from my knife.
Oh, your blacksmithing stuff?
Yep.
Dude, can you show me how to do that? That seems so interesting.
It's really cool. I did it with him once.
We could actually I fixed my forge Friday. You guys don't want to come over
Yeah.
Saturday sometime?
Let's see how much metal do you have?
Do some tapping tap? I think I have a fair
Well, we're
amount.
in it, we can make
Some
a
more.
video out of it.
Sure.
That sounds okay, so I told you about the desk thing where I'm just into putting stuff together now.
Yeah.
I think I just hit this
Well,
thing where
making things is really fun.
I want to do different hobbies to try them out.
Actually, speaking of which, also this week, because apparently I'm on Whippin's kick, I made a monkey's face.
Nice.
It has a pinball in the center.
But it's like I've gotten like super into like wanting to do a bunch of different hobbies,
Because you're curious.
and I want to try like a bunch of shit.
Well, I'd recommend it. I know.
What?
Ice or no?
Yes, please.
Also here to for the viewers, the gravity of this.
Jesus Christ, that's gonna sound terrible.
What is that?
Something
It's a
he
monkey's
made.
fist.
Oh. It's
Yeah.
basically.
Put your pinky through the thing and then you go and smack. It's essentially a blackjack.
I'll give it right back. Hold on.
Yeah, but it's like a ball wrapped in paracord, and then there's a string of
It's snake
Braided?
knots actually.
snake knots.
Yeah.
It
Because it looks like a snake, I guess. I can kind of see it, but not entirely.
Yeah, there's this thick string attached to the ball, and then there's a keychain ring on the end of it that you put your finger through, and it is just. It's a rather brutal weapon, if small.
No, I mean it's good enough.
What?
It's because I can, because I was bored and I saw it on the Modern Rogue, and I'm like, I should make another one of these, because the first one I made when I was in college sucked ass.
To clarify,
A
Pinball.
You haven't even checked
Oh,
what it's
pinball.
like.
A pinball is essentially like a 1-inch ball bearing.
yeah, I remember when did the pinball show with you.
Yeah, that's fun.
That show was fun.
That's fun. Unfortunately, they're all fucking canceled.
Yeah.
I'm pissed. Fuck you, COVID.
Yeah.
Canceling every convention ever.
Yeah,
For like the next
obviously
year.
It's far superior to me and my girlfriend.
I mean, I agree. I Google search big black man ass.
Imagine. But yeah. Yeah, making things is quite fun. I'd highly.
I've definitely got it. I got
It's
the
a
kick
hobby.
for it.
I'm like,
As long as it can be done like in relative like temperature, like non.
Try this.
I have.
As you're interested in
Just
blocks.
Right.
More or
What's
less.
that?
What is he at?
Touch more. I don't know if I want more tea or fireball on it.
Can I have one?
I'll let you make that choice. Surprise me.
Okay.
I'll lean towards the fireball.
That's fine. We're running out of glasses. We need to buy more glasses out.
You can use
They have the
this.
plastic cups.
That's what I said. We wanted to use the glasses.
I'm not here to be fancy. Thank
We
you.
don't have shit, so just use the plastic one.
Yeah.
Dude, Google Photos updated.
Here, get some.
Understandable.
Do you want tea? You want
Yes.
extra tea?
They have tea. They got tea.
All fear.
Thank you,
ST.
Brandon. Thank you, Brandon.
Yeah. Yes or no, Nick?
Yes.
Okay.
Tea and fireball sounds awesome.
It actually that tasted really good.
Relatively
Is
sweet.
there a name for that, or
Good
just?
call, Brandon.
No, it's just I
Made it.
know fireball goes good with iced tea.
Oh, I kind of want to Google it now. See if there's actually a name for this.
Lock the door. Quickly. Before he comes
No,
back.
I don't think that lock works actually.
That's gay.
Yeah.
That's a very satisfying.
It is called a hot toddy.
That's a hot toddy. It's very cold.
It's called a hot toddy. Well, normally a hot toddy is served hot, but it
Well,
can't be
it's
served cold.
Cold toddy.
Cold, I don't know. My dad's friend from college swears by them for getting over colds.
Nice.
Whiskey and some good tea.
While you're there, can you make me just a nice tea? Yeah.
Yep. Not very bad.
I'd like to order a 20-ounce Coke.
We should do a bartending episode.
That'd be interesting.
I'll have a virgin rum and coke.
Coward. I'd like to know that I'm not actually here.
I love those, dude.
Oh, there's some. Oh, good news. I've been slowly weaning my dad up to a better alcohol content in his rum and cokes. He now, instead of preferring half an ounce, prefers 3/4. Fireball. He now prefers 3/4 of an ounce, so we're getting there.
Yeah. Go on.
Normally I make them with 2 ounces.
Not too much fireball for you. You're driving.
Okay. Well, I mean, I still got 3 hours.
That's
I'm probably gonna order food. Maybe.
Ooh,
And Nick is Nick, so.
I mean, the fat helps with dispersing out.
True. I was discussing something with Brandon in there. He has a game capture device. We have a microphone here. Would you guys want to do a Smash tournament? It'd be. I mean, eventually, it comes down to a predetermined like finals at that point. But like, I still think that'd be pretty
If
sick.
you buy a projector instead of that, sure.
Well, I just mean like, just capture it on there. Just for like something cool to do.
Yo, Kyle.
Yeah?
I don't think we set the catcher, but we can do one. But I don't think I can set the catcher.
Okay.
We could just set
I
up like.
probably do it and focus some stuff. It's already set up for my thing.
Oh, gotcha.
We could do that amiibo gambling thing.
Amiibo gambling? Oh, dude, I could bring in a couple of the ones I've trained.
Just random off-topic thing real quick. When I was telling you guys I speed ran Sonic 2, what time did I tell you guys I got?
Do you think I remember?
No, that's awful.
Or no.
You're thinking his one level time, which was like 40 seconds.
Okay, well, because whatever I told you was wrong. It's actually 22 seconds.
Damn.
That I can beat Emerald Hill Zone in 22 seconds.
Nice.
Sorry, I just happened to like
Thank you.
scroll through and I found my.
Figure I might as well at least relax doing this.
Indeed. Well, I mean, this is gonna end up being a drinking podcast as time moves on.
That sounds wrong.
See, I just forgot to bring booze this time. I'm sad.
Ooh, that's perfect. Good mix, Brandon.
There's some cracking.
I mean, I thought about bringing my giant thing of Fireball I bought the last time I saw you.
Did you hear me telling Nick and Stewart about VR over like last week?
What about VR?
I was over Dan's recently,
Okay.
getting some schmokeber, and then getting the VR headset on.
Oh, that's
Sounds
good.
awful.
It's very nice.
Excellent.
I took the headset off after
That's
a
right.
while, and the real world was the one that didn't feel real.
Wait, what?
Did you get high?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it was real fun.
Oh.
Just getting high and then putting the VR headset on.
What'd you play?
I played a bit of Five Nights at Freddy's as a goof, which,
I feel like that would be worse. How I like just.
you know, that one wasn't all that good, but I only played like the first night,
Okay.
just because I
Yeah.
wanted to do it as a meme. But then I did, I forget what the name of the game is. I did some Beat Saber also.
Okay, so that sounds
Beat
fun.
Saber looks
That was
really
very, very
Imagine doing
fun.
that shit on like acid.
Dude, honestly. But
Dude,
then I
Beat Saber
played
has to
some,
die.
what's the name of the game? Fucking Don't Touch Anything. Where you're in that like room with the button.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
You know what I'm talking about?
No.
You know, I know, I have
yeah, that's a very cool game.
I have it.
Yeah, I saw someone play that.
Doing puzzle solving while kind of high in VR,
Yeah.
very confusing and the best. And it really helped that I had Dan and Joey there to help me through it because I was like, Joey, what do I do?
That's good.
Yeah.
Did you eat or smoke?
No, I'm sorry, smoke on my phone.
Yeah, because edibles will really get you.
Yeah, but like I walked to the back corner of the VR office room, just going like, Kobe, shooting paper balls in the garbage can for like 20 minutes. And they're like, "Kyle, do something else." I'm like, "No."
This is fascinating.
I'm like,
What
"No,
are you
I'm gonna
talking
keep
about?
doing this. I'm a basketball pro."
Tall
Yeah.
people.
Hmm?
Tall people.
What about
Tall people.
Basketball.
it? I am tall.
Tall people playing
Tall
their
people.
basketballs and getting the top shelf with the cookies. Top shelf for mommy keeps the peanut butter.
Bro, at work, my job is resident tall guy. Because like, say Pam can't grab something, it's always like, just get Kyle back here.
I mean,
The one time I had to go in on my I one time had to go in on my off day because I couldn't get the supplies to make mocha off the top shelf.
Yeah.
That's fucking
That's
hilarious. They
actually
couldn't get
sad.
like a
That's
stool
fucking sad.
Actually,
or a ladder. It's a target.
I know you think.
Okay.
as a side note, I was suggesting to them while you guys were in the kitchen, we should do a tasting episode, like get like
That'd be cool. We'd have to get a
like
bunch of alcohol, but
eight
we
different
could do
things
that.
and
I love
sit
that.
down and be snobby about it.
Yeah, man. We gotta get actual glasses and like.
Now remember, if you want to have something go across your full palate,
Yes, that helps.
ooh, actually, I think it's more taste.
I've heard of what's it called? It's either a Dollar General or the other one actually has like decent glassware for cheap.
Family Dollar?
Family Dollar maybe.
There's 2 Family Dollars really close by, so
Yeah.
I'll have to check that out.
Oh, I was talking to him while you were in the kitchen.
Hmm.
I was asking Nick if he could show me how to use like his like makeshift like blacksmithing forge
Oh, really?
stuff.
Oh no, it's
And
a real forge.
I was thinking, you bring a camera,
You could.
we
It
could all
just.
have a day with that.
I need to get a camera first. I haven't done that yet. I'm still waiting on
Well, you have a week.
nothing actually.
You have a week to find it.
Well, technically, the thing that I really want the camera for right now is for The Last of Us thing with my mom, but I'm still. Man, I can't stand playing as Abby. That shit fucking sucks. Like, I like the game. I like the gameplay loop. I don't like playing as Abby.
I have.
Specifically. If it was just reskinned, it'd be fine.
You just hate the character.
I don't. It's not that I hate the character. It's not that I hate the
I'm sure
character.
you've heard this right.
No, I have my own opinion about it too, actually.
I don't hate the character. I think the character's fine. I don't like rushing through the. Oh, I feel bad for the bad guy. The sorry, air quotes bad guy. In the most stupid fucking. Hey, her dad, he helped a zebra, so feel sad that Joe killed her father. And the dog that Ellie has to kill, the only dog in the game that Ellie has to kill, yeah, that's the dog that you get to play with in the second half of the game is Abby. So now you get to feel really sad about killing that dog that you had no attachment to.
Kind of feeling forced.
It's extremely forced. It's like, oh, and her boyfriend that ended up breaking up, and oh, this character's pregnant, and Ellie killed her, and it's like...
I'm starting to see where a lot of recent memes
Sorry.
have come from.
No, like,
Like there was a whole gambit of memes.
And I don't think those are warranted, to be honest with you.
While thereof, it's like
The game's getting a lot of unnecessary.
No, I mean not memes about Last of Us 2 and all that. There was a whole bunch of memes there for like at least 3 days. 3 days of it. 3 days of it's like press X to kill the dog.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't want to kill the dog. Kill the dog, and then the game says, "You fucking monster! You killed the dog.
Yeah.
You didn't give me an option."
Yes.
Yeah.
I know there was. I forget if it was.
There's only one dog you have to kill the entire game, but the problem is they make you feel bad about killing that specific dog. When the actual dogs you kill, if you're killing them, it sounds horrible. Like the game doesn't shy away from brutality at all, and I fucking love that about the combat loop, especially on the harder difficulties. It's fucking brutal. You fuck up. What's insane about playing on Survivor? This is where the shit I love about the game. What's insane about playing on Survivor is that if you miss a shot in the middle of encounter, you're probably screwed for the rest of the game. So you might as well start the encounter over. Because if you're not using your resources to the fullest extent possible, because you're not going to find any, you're fucked. Like, there's nothing. On Survivor mode, there's like no supplies at all. I was playing on the second highest difficulty for a while, and I'm like, I'm not able to pick up supplies. I'm just hoarding these things, and I've got max everything, and I've got like 3 tiers of rag and alcohol and everything. And I'm just like, this is the second highest difficulty. What the fuck? So I cranked it all the way up, and it just fucking changes like that. It's insane how hard it
They
is.
go from like hard to like impossible.
I think that Survivor mode's the way to play the game. For the story they're trying to tell.
There is room for that game mode for sure. Like I like that, but it seems to be an issue in gaming where there's like easy, which is baby mode.
Difficulty sliders are inherently flawed.
Well, yes,
Because there's a true way to play the game. Like Halo,
Yeah.
what is it? Veteran is like the intended way to play.
No, it's heroic.
Heroic is the intended way to play. They tell you that
Legendary
too.
is just, hey, you want to die?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
But they
that's-
tell you that though. You know,
Yeah.
that's like you're gonna get the same experience that Chief did if you survive this.
Yeah.
Like that's the whole point.
And that like
There's a set difficulty. That's why games like Dark Souls and Bloodborne and like Mario don't have difficulty sliders.
Because it's intended to be
Zelda, right? That's the intended experience.
Yeah.
Fucking Shovel Knight, like it's the intended experience, and that's fantastic.
Yeah. And that I don't agree. I don't disagree with that. Like difficulty sliders themselves, I am fine with, but it's
I think they're flawed because the game doesn't feel balanced unless you're on the specific thing.
No, that's obviously true.
And then, or there are times where none of the modes feel balanced. It's like, okay, dead.
See, that's my thing. You have games where it's like there's a hard mode, and it's like it's a bit of a challenge, but you still feel like way too strong. So you go to the very next difficulty, and it is borderline impossible. There needs to be one in between.
I think that. See, I don't want more options. Like, the problem is you get to the point where Skyrim does it, where it doesn't actually change anything other than damage numbers. You take more damage, you deal less damage. Artificial difficulty, I think, is fucking stupid. The way Last of Us does it, the way the story is told, there's less supplies, so you have to you can't miss your shot. Like, I think the game is meant to be played on Survivor.
That makes sense.
Because the story is painful, and it's brutal, and it's horrible, and that's the whole point. Like, the whole point is this morally gray, what do you got?
Also, Joel in the first game said to, I think it was to Tommy, he was like, no, we are survivors. Hey, I remember that.
Are you
scene.
proud?
I'm very proud of that. I remember that scene.
But that's the thing though. Like, I think grounded mode in the first Last of Us, I think, was just hilariously difficult, which I think there's room for if you want to be a fucking true masochist. Just crank that. Like, it's like playing COD on fucking what veteran. They're playing COD on veteran. You can't do anything.
Yeah.
You move in the wrong position by a pixel, you get one shot, or the grenades start exploding.
Yeah.
All the grenades keep coming at you, and you have no windows to move, and it's just infinite enemies. And I think there's a space for comically difficult modes
For sure.
Oh, yeah.
because it's
that's
fucking
what
hilarious.
makes it, that's insane.
Because that's the point. It's the whole point.
Yeah.
It's like, I want this to be as unfair as possible.
Yeah, and there's room for that, obviously.
It's exceedingly frustrating.
Wasn't there a mod for Doom that's just like...
Probably.
Brutal Doom.
Yeah, Brutal Doom.
Brutal
that
Doom.
just
Yeah.
Fucking
And then Brutal Doom 2 came out as well. Like, it makes the game it's artificial difficulty, but also there's more enemies. There's
Yeah.
There's a certain there's a point where artificial difficulty has its merits.
I don't think so, to be
Well,
honest.
it has its merits for people who want it to be like almost borderline not fun.
See, I think that
Not saying it's what I want it to be, but
the DMC reboot, the one that everyone hates. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
The one-
right?
I've never
Devil
played
May Cry,
Devil May Cry.
the reboot that everybody
Are you
fucking
talking
hates.
about
I think so.
the
DMC
mode
5?
where you kill everything in one shot, but everything kills
Yes,
you in one shot?
I think that's cool as fuck.
No, that's awesome.
I
That
think
is awesome.
that
That
is
does sound really
sick.
fun.
It makes boss fights exceedingly difficult, but you have one damage phase.
Mm.
So if you can do the thing and not get hit by anything, by no chip damage, no nothing,
Yeah.
and if the AoEs don't hit you and you dodge properly, you feel like a fucking badass.
Yeah, that's awesome. There's
Probably
merit to that.
relatively accurate to the character, in all honesty.
Yeah.
The show pretty fun, actually. If
The show? DMC's got a show?
Yeah, there was an anime. One of the old ones.
Oh, I knew there was an anime. I didn't think there was like a
Well,
full on.
it was
show.
fun. The one.
I mean, the game is fucking anime as hell. So.
Yeah.
Episode 6 or 8 or something like that was an even one. There's this episode where he goes after this like punk metal siren. The song is fucking amazing.
Nice.
When was the show made?
It's an old show.
Early 90s, late 90s? I don't know when DMC was like a big.
Yeah, I'm not.
I know it's
I'm just gonna
Capcom,
go
so it's
back.
probably
I'm
early late
I'm a
90s.
pretty big fan of when
That's iPhone.
of changing the difficulty modes that make you deal and take more damage.
I feel that's artificial. Like,
I know. It still falls under artificial difficulty, but at least that
for games.
that can be a little bit more interesting than just you. It rewards getting.
Let me use the example of Skyrim. Skyrim is an exceedingly shallow experience.
Yeah.
There's no way you can dance around it. The game is fine. It's not bad, but it's very, very shallow, and
Yeah.
it's a great time sink. And it's like, hey, baby's first RPG if
Yeah.
you want to get someone
Run
in
for
that.
dungeon, get you, go out.
Yeah, exactly. It's exceedingly shallow.
Do very, very basic Todd Howard puzzles.
Right. And if and unfortunately the difficulty has to be artificial because there's no way you could
Yeah,
change
there's no
the
doubt.
puzzles without changing the map geometry, which would break the fucking game unless you're a modder.
Yeah, the mod. There's some good.
So there's some sick ass difficulty mods that actually change the layout of some things, or they put things in certain areas, like the way Cinders does it for Dark Souls 3.
There's also some that make the loop
Okay,
a little different that are.
Yeah, exactly, because the
Found
way
it, the color palette makes it look 90s, but it's actually came out in 2007.
No, it's just an
Really?
inspired choice.
Yes.
Late aughts.
Yeah.
I hate
That's
the
weird.
word odds.
I like it because no one says it.
I hate it because
Well, I mean, double odd buck.
Huh?
Was it weird?
Aughts?
Yeah.
Zeros.
yeah, it just means in
2000s.
Yeah.
1900s.
It just I hate it.
Like because we go in decades, so the 90s, the 80s.
Yeah.
This,
I
this
just
is
don't
the
like it.
this is the start of the 20s,
Yeah.
end of the 10s, etc.
Roaring
Like,
20s again. Let's go.
yeah, it's plague time. So I mean, it is the
Ah,
20s.
it's plague
We got the
time.
plague and we got drinking.
Right.
But don't worry, drinking's gonna get banned soon.
And we also have race riots.
Really?
Yeah. Well, no, not drinking's
No.
gonna get banned, but you know the way things are going, 2020 and all that. It's like the aliens are gonna come down and they're gonna
Oh,
be like,
you're memeing.
well, I mean, now that we have the aliens, we probably should cancel alcohol.
The prohibition's not happening again. There's
It
no
can't.
way.
There's no
Don't
way.
worry, we kind of have prohibition right now with drugs.
Yes, the war on drugs.
Then
But-
like
That's been failing.
a bunch of women back in the old days were like, "Hey, let's ban alcohol," and men were like, "No."
No, it was puritanical. Alcohol leads to the devil and other stuff like that.
It was
So
back
that-
when religion had
See,
stronger.
not even about religion. It was
When
just
I actually did some
alcohol
reading-
leads to hedonism,
Well,
which
what-
in theory it does. But
Well, you see, Brandon, when I actually did some reading into it, because I was curious the one day, I went on a Wikipedia tangent.
well, there was a group of wives that were like, I don't want my husband
I can
drinking.
partially understand where it was coming from
Yeah,
because there wasn't TV, there was barely radio.
it was just alcoholism.
radio.
That was your hobby.
So all everyone had to do was to gamble, go to the bar, and drink.
Yes.
Drink. And so minors and all kinds of people, like actually pickaxe people.
Yeah.
Minors would go to the bar and spend their entire salary, and their family would have to starve to death because he spent all of his money that week on booze.
Yes. But
See, now there's more things to do, so it's not as
not
big
even.
a deal.
It's not even that. It's not even that. It's the fact that prohibition literally
Kill.
creates crime.
Yeah.
It creates crime pools.
It literally created
Because people
organized
aren't going to
crime.
stop
Yes, the
drinking.
mafia existed in America and as
Thanks to
powerful as it
prohibition.
was because of prohibition.
Well, it's like people are never going to stop drinking. It's just it's one of the oldest things humans have ever made. It's not going to stop.
No, it's like
So all-
prostitution.
That's
So all
hilarious.
that happens by outlawing
It's because he accidentally drank something that went bad. He goes, I want to poison myself again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that.
What if this tasted worse?
It's that and prostitution. There are certain things that
Yes.
humans are always going to do.
Monkeys
And-
drink fermented shit.
And the only thing that outlawing it does is just
It
make
puts it puts a rug over it and makes it profitable for crime lords.
and it also makes it less safe.
Yes.
That's all.
Yeah.
Well, I know about every country in the world has had alcohol started off all separately.
Yeah, it's like the dragon myth.
The Vikings had mead, yeah, the dragon.
And the bow and arrow.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
basically every civilization invented some form of bow
Yeah.
or a throwing spear.
The
Well,
bow,
I mean,
roads,
reason-
spears,
Whenever I hear
alcohol,
minors,
prostitution.
I think of,
Yeah.
Children?
no, I think of children.
Also,
but I think of
because
not the
I'm very proud that
the
Don't
race,
do that.
the minor race, whoever's minor trending today.
Dwarf?
No,
Or
fucking-
minority?
Yeah,
Pedophiles?
minorities.
He's just thinking of
No,
minorities.
minorities.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're minors. They're allowed to drink here.
minority.
Yeah.
Such a better
I don't know
voice.
why.
Man, those damn. No.
Yeah.
So this do we want to finish cannibalism
I don't-
before we?
You don't want to finish cannibalism?
Okay, so
Okay, well,
we're gonna
that's-
eat a Spanish man's ass, I guess.
Spanish man's ass.
And
is
how are we
pan-fried.
preparing it?
Pan fried.
Okay. Why?
Easy.
We're grilling.
We were talking about what would taste the best.
Yeah.
That's
Pan
all
fried would probably
relative
taste
opinion.
best.
It's
Well,
not gonna come to.
What are we frying it with?
Some garlic, salt. Little bit
Adobo.
of- Huh?
Some adobo.
Some pepper on there. Get the basics.
Why specifically Spanish man ass again?
And currently infused spice.
According to Kyle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was the only one who gave us a hard, this is the ethnicity. Shut the you are such a whiner.
I hate this.
Why do
You're
you hate
such a
this?
whiner.
Fucking, I don't care about this topic.
It's such a fucking. I don't care.
Okay, let's okay, what topic do you care about? Let's go.
No.
Provide me a topic, Alex.
Who's your favorite anime titty?
Favorite anime titty?
Oh yes, objectifying women. Let's go.
Let's see. I keep coming back to this, but Winry does not need to be that hot.
I agree.
She's 16 at
She's thick.
best. She's too attractive for being a child.
Winry from Full Metal Alchemist.
Part 3 Brotherhood,
Oh.
the fucking outro where
Oh.
she's like, you know,
Yeah.
on the phone with them, and
Yeah.
she's too hot. That's
Yeah.
not okay. That's a child.
Yeah.
Anyway, this has been Untitled Podcast Project with Alex, Kyle, Alex, Stuart, Nick, and Brandon.
Yo,
This is way too much bullshit.
Well, that's the entire point here.
That's true.
shout out to Brandon for the idea.
I try.
I
This is something I've been trying to do for a very long time. So
Dude, I've been wanting to do this for a long time, so it's good to actually finally get some fucking groundwork in.
yeah, unfortunately, it sounds like ass
I mean, you know,
because the audio quality is going. You know, it's echoey as fuck because it's all hardwood and plaster.
put some
Well, we have
audio
some
padding in the
sound
ceiling.
Yeah, and it's also hot as fuck, so
It
it's
is
a little.
sweltering.
I told you.
It adds to the appeal.
It sure it does. I don't agree with you, but
This is not going to be pleasant headphone listening. But
no, but I'm gonna. I mean, I'm gonna have to because I gotta edit this out.
you are
so.
going to have to. I'm sure there's.
I like editing though, so it's fine.
I like it. Sound editing's fun. I like that.
Yes, especially because I don't have to visualize things. I
Yeah.
can just listen and like do like.
Add whatever you need.
People say that like the worst part of editing is hearing yourself over and over. Honestly, that's not. I've gotten used to that at this point.
Yeah.
'Cause I've-
It's something you adapt to.
You just.
You can adapt to it too, but with enough narcissism.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And don't forget to eat ass.
Spanish man ass, preferably. Pan fried.
Yeah.
All right, here. Let me.
Anybody want to say anything?
I'll
before-
take a crack. I'll take a crack at this.
Okay.
Sure, there's not many people listening to this, if any.
It's just gonna be me.
No,
It's
I'll
just
listen
gonna
to
be
it.
me.
Is this just a practice?
I might as well.
No,
No, this is the first
it's
one.
just gonna be me. This is our pilot.
Yeah, that's fair.
I listen to my shit. I watch my shit back while I'm working.
That's fair.
Like,
Thanks for listening. This shit, who knows how often it's gonna happen.
I want to do weekly, but we'll probably do bi-weekly for now.
Bi-weekly, and then eventually we'll lead into.
Especially with how shit the quality is.
Yeah.
Slowly
Thanks.
we'll upgrade our equipment.
Don't forget to stay safe during these trying times.
All my homies hate COVID.
All my
I'm gonna-
homies.
We're gonna go on a limb and say fuck COVID.
Yeah,
you know,
I
I'm gonna,
think this
a bit
is
of a risky position, guys.
It's
Just
the end of the podcast. Not that many people.
fuck
are
COVID.
Not
dude.
that many people are gonna listen all the way to the end. Fuck COVID.
I'm not gonna listen to that's a lie. I
Yeah,
will.
you definitely are. Yeah, thanks for listening. See y'all next time.
I can't